Good Sunday morning. I thought I'd try to come on before all the crazies got out again. Did anybody catch any YouTube last night? I'm thinking most of them are asleep with a drama hangover or an idiot hangover. I don't know. Cookies. Tawanda, Remy, Debbie Lou Who, Christy Andrews, Infidel Lady, Vaping Bachelor. I haven't seen you around in a long time. Uh, D Rod, Kim Smith, Denise P. Yeah, the quickies vaping. I agree. Get it over with. And Don Marie, Amy Nay, Jen B. What a night. Did anybody get to watch any of the absolute insanity that went on last night? Of course, you all know me. I go to bed early, but it was a weekend night, so I think I stayed up till like 10:30. I mean, so much more than that, but I know, shaking my head too, Denise. Hey, Irish Marie. Shaking my head too. I was like, you were at a birthday party? I don't even know if I can actually cover everything that was said and done last night because some of it was so childish. I actually have a real life and business to run, not a lot of time for the drama community. Hey, I hear you, baby. That's a good thing. Hey, exploring ginger. That is absolutely a good thing. Dog mom. But let me just start with, okay, let's go back in time for a minute. Okay. There used to be a time when you could never make me speechless. Okay. I always had to come back. Hey, Tia Hodge, I've always believed you could bullshit your way out of anything. You know, essays on tests were always my favorite because, hey, Testicle, if you just talk long enough, you know, you just trust me. I've always felt like you could not make me speechless. Some of the stuff that went down last night, and I didn't type in anybody's chat. I take that back. I did type in Minnie's for a second, but I ended up leaving there too. But I watched Alicia's, and I'm sorry, I got to call it what it is. I watched a shit show, a total shit show. Not throwing any shade, Alicia, but I think you're aware of the fact that it was a total shit show. Uh, I know, Turquoise. I know. I know. If I ever have a panel like that, will somebody find a way to disconnect my internet? Exactly. We're gonna get to that, infidel lady. Tia Hodge, you did. Okay, so like I said, it's really hard to for me to be speechless. And like I said, I wasn't typing in any of the chats. I wasn't, gonna go at anybody or point out anybody's wrong or right. And I'm not going to defend anybody's wrong or right today because everything that went on last night, I don't know how you could find anything right with it. I don't know how you could find anything right with what went on last night. It surprises me, please don't think I'm pointing this at anybody in particular, not Alicia, not anybody in particular. Hey, Monkey Mar. But I don't know how you could even pick out one little thing and say, hey, Pepper, and say this was right or that was right or this was wrong. It was all wrong. It, yeah, Denise P. Yeah, I totally get it. First of all, Fod, if you're listening, uh, I'm sorry, it's Science Girl. Thank you, Monkey Mar, for becoming a member. Uh, and I should refer to her as Science Girl because I believe that's the channel she had it on. I could be wrong. Yesterday it was titled, her channel was Alicia Clare. Last night I think it was Science Girl. I'm not sure, but I will refer to her as Science Girl because that is her YouTube name. So, well, it changes all the time, Debbie Lou Who. So you either have to look for Alicia Clare or Science Girl. But back to FOD. First of all, you're not going to take anybody out, okay? Not on YouTube, not in real life. Thank you, Pepper. Nowhere. You're not going to take anybody out, okay? So just quit trying to act like a hard ass. You sound ridiculous. Now, okay. Sarah Smiles and Republican Ash had a really bad night last night, okay? It seemed like they just went at it. And somehow or another, a creator says, well, saying that you were going to rip somebody's head off and shit down their throat is worse than saying go plan your funeral for your cancer when this person has cancer. Can we just agree that they're both fucking sick? I mean, can we pick a worse or worse out of that? You knew I was going to say that, Remy. Well, because it kind of hit close to home. But can you honestly sit and say, well, I think Sarah saying she was going to rip Ash's head off and shit down her throat was worse than Ash saying, go plan your funeral for your cancer. Morning, Captain Obvious. Yes, both wrong, Pepper. I can't. Yeah. When I heard this creators even compare the two, I was like, are you kidding me? You're going to sit here and say that one of this was worse than the other? Hey, Mr. Cardinal. I totally agree, the ghost of Sylvia Brown. And we're going to touch on that too. Because from what I could see, Sarah Smiles was trying to either apologize to Laura or explain her apology to Laura. I'm not sure. Hey, Toodles. I don't know if this was an apology that had already happened, but Sarah was trying to explain it. And lo and behold, who comes up and sticks their nose into everything? Republican Ash. It was none of her business. It was not her panel. It was not her place to try to shut Sarah up. And we all know when Sarah Smiles gets on a panel, there is no shutting her up. There is no shutting her up. Yes, Sarah was talking to Laura, but Republican Ash took it upon herself. Hey, Sonic the Bedhog. To get up there and stick her nose into something, which she's quite good at lately. Hey, RK. Now, some people might say that I'm sticking my nose into something that doesn't concern me, but I'm just giving you a rundown of what happened last night as best I can, and I'm allowed to do that. This is my channel. Yeah, both were wrong. Trust me, I'm not defending either one of those statements that were made. Pretty good, Sonic the Bedhog. How are you? So then this all goes on Alicia's, okay? I'm not sure how it ended on Alicia's because I left and I went over to Breaking the Silence, who was playing a Halloween game. And I played a couple letters in there. Then I heard that Ninny was live. So I went over to Ninny's. I typed a couple sentences in there. That's the only place I typed was Breaking the Silence and Ninny's. And then somebody said, Fod's live. I have no idea, CC Ryder. So then on Fod's panel, now remember how Fod came into the community? You're a trans basher, you're a trans basher, you're a trans basher, you're a trans basher. You know, here's a trans basher, there's a trans basher, everywhere's a trans basher. But yet she said and she giggled as Republican Ash referred to Sarah Smiles as Sir. Hypocrite much, Fod? I mean, the fact that you and Republican Ash want to sit on panels and act like you're 12, that's your business. But for you to sit and laugh at Republican Ash referring to Sarah Smiles as Sir, you just lost all credibility as the gender representative of this community. Don't you ever call anybody a trans basher again. Don't you ever say somebody's calling someone out of their gender again. Because you lost it. You don't get to play that card anymore, Fod. That card has been taken away from you. Now it's fair game. Hey, Bailey Vexed. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and defend Sarah Smiles. I'm not going to sit here and defend Republican Ash. I'm not going to sit here and bash just Sarah Smiles or just Republican Ash or just Fod or just Science Girl or just Laura. But let's touch on something Laura said. Laura said that because Republican Ash is her friend, that Republican Ash was coming up to shut Sarah Smiles down so that Laura could talk. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen a time where somebody had to help Laura talk. Nobody has to make way for Laura. Laura does a fine job on her own. So I'm going to call BS on that one too. Okay. Calling BS on that one too. Then she goes on to talk about, remember when I did that week-long series on autism? I did that just for Ash. Was that before or after you called her a retard, Laura? Sorry, I'm not reading chat because if I read chat, I will get distracted. So you did this whole stream on autism, which I remember it. But then you've called her a retard. Okay, am I wrong here, people? If I'm wrong, I honestly want somebody to put in my chat that I'm wrong. Because basically what it seems like is, okay, here's another example. Diane's panel from long ago got brought up and how they allowed, they allowed people to attack Republican Ash. Now, maybe I'm remembering a different panel, but the panel that I remember was Republican Ash coming up there demanding that Molly Golightly come up there. And when I say demand, she was demanding that Marissa come on that panel. And she kept running her mouth and running her mouth and running her mouth, and Marissa put her in her place. That's the panel I remember. Yeah. And then I get up this morning and I see where Republican Ash has made a video saying, I'm glad I triggered her. Are you kidding me? Why would anybody be glad they triggered somebody? And yes, I am a little partial to the cancer comment because, I've had cancer. I've lost a lot of people in my life due to cancer. So, yeah, it kind of stung a little bit. I'm not going to say I was triggered by it, especially considering the mouth it was coming out of. The same mouth that just said another creator, her mouth looks like a butthole. Isn't that something you said in fifth grade? Oh, yeah, look at her mouth. It looks like a butthole. I don't even think I like that word, butthole. What cancer comment? Okay, like I said, I'm going to try to explain it again. Sarah Smiles was talking louder than everybody else on the panel, blah, blah, blah. But she was trying to talk to Laura. Or maybe I'm on the wrong panel now. It went over to Fods. But either way, Republican Ash just won't shut up. Sarah won't shut up. Um, Sarah Smiles says to Ash, I'll rip your head off and shit down your throat. Which that's like good morning here on YouTube. I mean, come on. People say that kind of stuff all the time around here. It's like, good morning. Uh, Instead of good morning, it's a, hey, I'll rip your head off and shit down your throat, or shit down your neck, or whatever. And then Republican Ash came back with, uh, oh, go plan your funeral for your cancer because Sarah Smiles has cancer. I mean, come on. I'll rip off your head and shit down your neck. That's like I said, that's like good morning around here. But then they want to start talking about Sarah Smiles' kid. I think that was Laura that brought that up. That she doesn't even believe maybe Sarah's cancer is not even real, and if Laura had cancer, she would spend her days making people laugh and not be filled with hate. Laura, I don't ever see you do a stream where you're trying to make people laugh. But until you're faced with your own mortality, please, please, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, Poetic, that you're a survivor, but yay. I mean, stage 4 survivor, good for you. But then to say, well, I would spend my days not filled with hate and and continuing to try to make people laugh and hey Aries Fire. And we don't even know if her cancer is real. Hello. Thank God Alicia spoke up for that one. Thank God Alicia jumped in and said, no, Laura, don't go there. That's not cool. But Laura, until you've been faced with your own mortality, please don't tell the world how you'll behave, okay? Thank you, Aries Fire. As a matter of fact, nobody. Please don't anybody tell a cancer survivor or a cancer sufferer how they should or should not behave. And no, it doesn't give Sarah Smiles a free pass to be a bitch. I'm not saying that. Vape and stop. But please don't tell somebody how you would feel. Because until you've had a doctor walk into your room and say the word cancer, just please do me a favor, people. Don't say what you would do or how you would feel. It's not cool. It's just not. There's so much that went on last night that was just so not cool. Miss Michelle, I have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer with bone metastasis and not pink and fluffy, and my cancer is all too real. Tell my 3 children, my husband, and my parents, you don't know how it feels. Exactly. I'm sorry. And I pray for you, Mrs. Michelle. Exactly. You can't tell anybody how to feel when it comes to cancer. So come on. Exactly. Until you planned a funeral for a person who's died from cancer, please bite your tongue. And I say this as a cancer survivor. So, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people sitting in these YouTube streets that have cancer, have survived it, that are going through it, that and if you've never had it, you've never gone through it, do me a favor, don't speak on it. Okay? Don't speak on it. Yeah, yeah, I didn't hear that part Life Rewinded, but if her little girl sounded scared at 2:30 in the morning at what Sarah was screaming, then Sarah, shame on you. Shame on you. Like I said, I didn't hear that part Life Rewinded because I just couldn't take it anymore. Like I said, I was just sitting here and I'm rarely speechless. I'm rarely speechless. Twanda, I've planned for the whole thing was disgusting. I buried my 19-year-old brother. Let that sink in. I'm so sorry, Greta. And I'm glad you brought to my attention earlier in that comment section. But like I said, that comment kind of stuck to me a little bit, you know. But if Sarah's little girl was in the background listening to that, hey, True Seeker knows. Um, and thank you, Mar. Uh, then, then shame on Sarah. That's when Sarah should have hit the off button. But I don't understand people going live and screaming and hollering and carrying on like village idiots in the first place, much less going live, screaming, hollering like village idiots with children in the background. Yeah, summer is over. I mean, we didn't have a leaf on the ground yesterday, and now the whole yard's covered in them. And I love fall, but you know what that means. You know what's next. Monkey Mars says she was not true. She woke up and came downstairs, and Sarah did stop talking. See, I don't know. The whole thing was a shit show. I mean, I don't know how you can explain from Alicia's to Todd's. I don't even know if it carried over anywhere. But what did last night? Did anything get accomplished last night? Just curious. Can anybody put in the chat what might have got accomplished? And then for Republican Ash to put up a video about she's glad she triggered her. Hey, Simply E, I hate winter, but that's why it makes you want to go back down south. But well, we haven't had our Indian summer yet, and please don't think that's freaking racist. Oh, we'll get to that too. Uh, we have what we call Indian summer here, and it's been called that because of the corn that grows. The Indian corn grows during that time. It's a late harvest, so please don't think I'm being racist by saying Indian summer. Uh, but we haven't had that yet, and I'm sure we will. I hope it's during my niece's wedding because I have a light sweater I want to wear. I am allowed to accuse anyone of trans bashing, but you, I can laugh at anything. But you, I can laugh at anything. I don't know what that means. What happened to IBL? Was that an accident that IBF got taken out? Yeah, it is common here. Thank you, Carla Ray. Yeah, it was all wrong. There's nothing right about what went on last night. But people trying to say that FOD is good for Republican Ash because no, FOD and Republican Ash act like 12-year-olds. That's why they're good together. It was an accident. Thank you. I love John Lennon. I don't want to be accused of being I'm very bothered by the R word used. I don't like it either. I love someone dearly in my family who has special needs. She is a beautiful soul. I wouldn't hesitate to slap a bitch if they were in my presence using that word. Yeah, but for whatever reason, um, the R word gets used a lot around here. It's acceptable. Now, let's get back to the monkey thing. Okay. Now, this is funny because not too long ago, I got accused of being racist because I put up a video of the 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." Now that was racist. Hey, Mary Wonson. I think we have a bunch of crazy here too. So then Sarah Smiles says to Republican Ash or FOD, yeah, monkeys are not racist. Okay, monkeys are little animals. They're part of our our earth. They should all be wild in my opinion, but some decide to domesticate them. That's up to them. But yeah, I got called racist over that, Carla Ray. Thank you. So then Sarah Smiles, who I'm not defending because she said some bullshit last night too, says something about I don't know if she was talking to FOD and said that Ash is her little flying monkey. And oh my God, the gasp. Oh my God. And then racist, 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 racist. But then when Ash says something about Sarah's funeral, all you get is, oh, don't say that. And move along. I'm sorry. Ash gets no breaks from me. Okay. She gets no breaks where I come from. I've tried being her friend. She has lied on me. She's just not going to get any more breaks from me. Flying monkeys is a narc term. She said effing monkey first. I didn't hear that. Yes, the watermelons were thrown during, and yes, those were thrown intent to be. Wait a minute, I'm a hypocrite. I gotta find out why. Be people, you are a hypocrite. If someone talked about my parents and talked about special needs, I would go off too because Sarah is a vile. In truth, I remember you harassing Ash too. No, 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 no. You don't remember me ever harassing Ash. Ash was my friend until she went around telling people that I verbally abused her. Like I somehow, there is no way that you can emotionally abuse Republican Ash. So, no, you're not being true, BS people. And do I agree with Sarah Smiles saying um, something about Ash's? parents being in charge of her or whatever. No, I don't agree with it. You get into people's business too. I do. Yes, people, you want to take a link, Ash? You want to come up here and defend yourself? You can come in under your regular profile. I don't think you're blocked. Yeah, Republican Ash goes on repetitive panels, inserting herself into something that that doesn't belong. Okay, well then you can stay a lurker. At least I don't go up on panels getting into people's business, do I? I don't even type in their chats getting in their business. I come to my own platform and I tell people what I feel about shit that's gone on. And I'm allowed to do that. Hey, Dova. Hello, everybody. Hello, Monique. So obviously you're a big Ash fan, and there's nothing wrong with that. I used to be a big Ash fan too. Until she lied on me. Hold on, guys. I gotta grab something to drink. Who the fuck cares? Republican Ash told someone dying of cancer to plan their funeral. No one cares, Mrs. Michelle. That's the whole point. Somehow or another, it got compared to ripping somebody's head off and shitting down their neck. I think they're both disgusting. Yeah, Fod's gonna take Ninny out. Okay. Good luck with that, Fod. Good luck with taking anybody out on YouTube. Fucking weirdo creep. Well, we all have our opinions. However, the way I hear someone handle the way they speak to others, especially nowadays, is way beyond my cup of tea. Totally agree. I done said if I ever have a panel like that, please pull the plug on me. So if a lurker stays quiet, they are called a troll or they are a person. I didn't call you a troll. I really thought you were Republican Ash from the way you were talking. I apologize. Then she lied about Republican Ash and she lied about Fod. Okay, now I know you're Republican Ash. Okay? Now I know because there's no way you could know what was said behind the scenes between Nenny C. Hang on, I gotta grab something to drink. Okay, BS people. How do you know what was said behind the scenes between Nenny and FOD? Can you answer me that? Just curious. Johnny Cuddy, you've never ever heard me talk about somebody's funeral or you can be a fan of Ashes. I just want to know how you know what was said behind the scenes. Ash is actually more mature than Fod. I don't know. I think it's a close draw. Most lurkers don't come out of the gates being assholes. Call 911 and tell them to pull your plug. I just, like I said, I'm not defending anybody. I think Sarah was just as disgusting as Ash was. but I didn't hear Sarah go after anybody's kids. I did hear Sarah speak on Ash's parents, and she shouldn't have done that. Um, Good morning, Tatum. Mr. Cardinal, I'm a fan of Ash, but I'm concerned about what's been going on lately. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said that. Hey, True Helper, I just got your info this morning. That sounds bad. Only 2 times my hubby listened to YouTube, once when Laura was ripping me, and last night, and he was seriously flabbergasted, and trust me, we live in New York. It it was insanity last night. On every aspect. Like I said, I'm not here to pick on Republican Ash. I'm not here to pick on FOD. FOD now loses her trans fashion card. Can't have it back because, like I said, you cannot sit there and laugh as Republican Ash refers to Sarah Smiles as Sir. I like how you are not reading my message. I didn't see it. I got up to get something to drink. I'm going by Ninny's live, so that's how I know. Oh, okay. That's what you wanted me to read? No, I don't give her any attention. I just laugh at the dumb bitch. And Ninny, we're going to take you out. We're going to take you out. You can't take out somebody on YouTube, Fod. Who the hell do you think you are? It's just like I said, it's crazy out there in the streets these days. Last night was total insanity. Total insanity. Whose panel did it happen on? It started over on Science Girls, and then it moved over to Fod's. But Fod had to take it down for some reason. I don't know why she had to take it down. But then the Scoop caught part of it, if you know that channel. Scoop pot caught part of it. Fod is a stage 5 player. Southern Peach, clutching pearls. May I ask? Oh, I missed it. May I ask, having not been around for 6 months or so, has Republican Ash always been such a bully, or is this a new thing since Fod? No, I'm not going to blame Fod for Republican Ash's behavior. You know, that's not fair. I mean, Ash is an adult. Yeah, I did. I did BS people. I asked you and you answered. Thank you for telling me. Hello, happy Sunday to you, mommy of 3 girls. Oh, Muffin Man caught it too. Then he says, I took my video down. I don't want views off of that. I'll give anyone the link. Just ask me. You think Fod put it back up? Okay. Well, then I guess everybody can get caught up today if they totally missed the shit show last night. And when I say shit show, it was all over YouTube. It went from panel to panel to panel. They seem to tag team middle school boys. Yep. Ash has been mean since the falling out with Remy and Ninny, says Carla Ray. Yeah, I don't know. She wasn't mean when, well, I don't know. I remember when she changed her avatar and her name to Suck My CUNT. And I was like, Ash, please don't do that. Please, please don't keep that. You asked me how I know about Ninny C, right? She went live about it and lied about Fod and Ash. Okay, can I ask you how you know Ninny C is lying? I don't know. Can I ask you how you know that Ninny C is lying, BS people? Thank you, Pepper. It has gotten ugly. I don't even, like I said, I thought Fod was quite kind to Mandy. I did too. I did too, British. What little bit of that I caught. I thought Fod was being decent to Mandy too. Where'd Dova go? Oh, she wants to know when she can purchase some jerky. Ash would never say the N word. Nah, don't say never. BS. I mean, I wouldn't say never. I'd never say never about anybody. Thank you, Mary Wonson. Well, Tess says, BS people, we are still waiting for Republican Ash to show screenshots of how Ninny always goes after her. That's true. And I'm still waiting for Ash to prove that I ever emotionally abused her, because that's not something you should run around YouTube spreading. But every time you ask Ash for proof, it happened to be a phone call. It was not a text. She says she doesn't like to text, but there was times I got 20, 30 texts a day from Ash. So, yes, Aries, I agree. Yeah, we all make mistakes. We live, we learn. That's right. Mafia Mole says Republican Ash has not changed. What changed was people like Marsha are not around to tell her to stop. Maybe I'm way behind in chat because I've been running my mouth. You can be a fan of whoever you like, BS people. Anybody you like. There's nothing, you have that right. This is YouTube. But like I said, I didn't appreciate Republican Ash running around saying I emotionally abused her with no proof whatsoever. I was a damn good friend to Republican Ash until she got to the point I couldn't be that friend anymore. And I still don't sit and talk about her daily. But she doesn't sit and talk about me daily either. So I'm just going over what happened last night. All the crazy insanity that went on last night. Republican Ash explained, and she showed screenshots on FODs, but she had to put it on private. Well, I know that yesterday I was sitting back watching, like I said, and Republican Ash came into a live stream saying, before she even says hello or anything, she's like, anybody in here seen Ninny? I'm looking for Ninny. I'm looking for Ninny. Anybody in here seen Ninny? And she wants to call Ninny the stalker. I haven't seen Ninny go into a chat and say, anybody in here seen Republican Ash? I'm looking for Republican Ash. And I'm still not defending Ninny. I'm saying that Republican Ash swears that Ninny is a stalker, but the only thing I saw yesterday was Ash hunting Ninny down. Nosy, you are the truth, just like you did to Hello Starlight. Okay, Nosy, you are the truth, just like you did to Hello Starlight. Good morning, the Brian clan. Okay, I have no idea what nosy you are the truth, just like you did to Hello Starlight. Yeah, me and Hello Starlight have definitely had our differences. I tried to give her a second chance, it didn't work out, so um like Rewinded, she texted me not that long ago, Marcia. Yeah. Yeah, God forbid you put an eye roll in a chat of total insanity going on the panel. Put an eye roll in there and see what you get out of that. Tracy, you didn't see the Ninny gave to Ash though, but carry on. You didn't see the eye roll Ninny gave to Ash. I thought that eye roll was for Laura because Laura's the one that lost her shit over it. When Laura saw that eye roll, so I thought the eye roll was for Laura because Laura's the one that started screaming at Ninny when she saw the eye roll. I didn't know who it was for. Ash said emojis of rolling eyes triggered her. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. If you want to get triggered by emojis, then don't talk to Jonice because she is the emoji queen. No offense, Jonice, but the girl is the emoji queen around here. Join the crowd, Doll Factory. A lot of us feel like it's the Twilight Zone. Where's the brunch table? Yeah, I hear you. You could be full on drama, but then full on drama can come in as no, she can't. I have full on drama blocked, but I don't have the other 68 troll accounts that she has blocked. But yeah, you could be full on drama. If you are full on drama, BS people, you lost your victim card. It's been revoked. We need to delete Minnie's eye roll emoji. Yeah, that's what I said, Ems. An eye roll emoji caused that. And Wog says people need to get laid. Johnny says people need to quit being so sensitive. Vaping. We had the FOD police in here earlier. Yeah. Don't anybody do the eye roll if it's offensive. Sarah says, I guess I'm cut from a different cloth. Where I'm from, the term whore is fighting word. So excuse me for being upset. It's trashy to call a woman a whore, period. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure Nenny has trashed Republican Ash. I think it goes both ways with those two. Debbie Lou who cares? Uh-uh. The ghost of Sylvia Brown's doing some eye rolling. There's some eye rolling going on up in this place. So I'm just really curious. Does anybody see anything that came out of last night that was productive at all? I mean, was there any resolutions or she is? You know, Jocelyn, I know, I know, vaping. Nothing. I agree, Greta. Nothing. So what was it like 15 hours of people bashing each other? Is it I mean, I don't know. I didn't count the hours. I love John Lennon. Yeah, I got my sleep. Well, happy belated birthday, I think, John Lennon. Dova. Please, please never eye roll. Please. Sarah Smiles was really angry, and I felt she had every right to be. I think she said some pretty messed up stuff too. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Sarah was totally right, but I don't think it was Ash's business when Sarah's trying to talk to Laura and talk about an apology, and Ash come up and say, "Stop! Just stop! Just stop! Just stop! Just stop! Let Laura talk! Let Laura talk! Let Laura talk!" Let me tell you something. Laura does not have a problem getting her point across, and never has, and never will. And then her cancer got called probably fake. BS people can come up if they want. Oh, good. I love John Lennon. And then thank God Alicia said that shut that shit down when Laura went into how do we even know she has cancer? It seems like here you got to produce your medical records for anybody to believe anything. I had to do that once. Well, I didn't have to. I just did it to prove that I had cancer because somebody called me a liar. Probably best if somebody calls you a liar about something like that, just to ignore it. But yeah, I want to get the last word in. Me too. That live should have ended when Science Girl kept trying to, when Mama Smalls was having trouble getting on panel. Yeah, that was kind of a situation too, the Mama Smalls thing. I don't know, man. Can I finish my 846 sentence? For fuck's sakes, let me talk. True, true. BS people, do you want a link? You're more than welcome. I'd love to hear anybody tell me if anything that went down last night was good or anything. I mean, maybe it's just for entertainment. Maybe that's what they were doing. Everybody's up there cussing, saying horrible things to each other just because it's entertaining. I don't know. I was like in total awe. And like I said, you don't catch me speechless. Rarely do you catch me speechless. But when you hear people defending people that just 3 or 6 months ago was calling them a retard, and then you hear people bashing people and telling them to plan their funerals because of their cancer, then you hear people saying, "I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck," and it's like, oh my god, what? If giving me a headache and making my heart hurt is productive, they were productive. And I know everybody can say just log off, just click out. And I did actually. I went over to Breaking the Silence and played a little uh game of Halloween things where you put a letter out and you had to say what would you take trick or treating. Full on drama isn't going nowhere. Who cares? You're right. She's going nowhere. She's going to sit on the internet and be a troll. You're right. She's going nowhere. Prayers, Debbie Lou Who. So many people are going through so much right now that this stuff is, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it is kind of funny. Hey, friends, I need prayers again. Major surgery Tuesday. We'll be down for 6 weeks. Oh, Debbie Lou Who. That's a long recovery. Definitely prayers up. Maybe not so much entertained, but gave us something to discuss. Maybe that's what it was. Anybody want to come up and talk about how they feel about last night? You're more than welcome, BS person. I done forgot your name. Sorry. BS people. Oh God, how do you know full on drama is a girl? Please, for God's sakes, don't start that full on drama. You done lost that card. You lost that card. I will call you a girl from here on out because I heard the recording. Okay. I'm sorry that a private conversation got dropped on you, but shit happens. I heard the recording. I heard what you do, why you came in as a man, and why you don't want to be known as a woman. I heard the whole recording. So please stop. How do you know full on drama is a woman? Give me a fucking break. Well, there goes my monetization, but oh well. Oh, yep, that's full on drama. You gonna call me out of my gender? I'm old, angry grandma. Get it right, bitch. Get it right, you twisted minded bitch. Come on. Who cares if full on drama goes anywhere? Let her sit on the internet and play video games with little children. Gender foul. Yeah, that's funny. Full on police. Full on gender police. BS people won't go up. She'll just be firing up a live in 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, full on drama will go live here in a few minutes. Gender foul. I like that. But she doesn't get to talk. She doesn't get to say anything anymore. And yes, she, you had children come out of your vajayjay. You are a she. And if you want to call me out of gender, you want to continue to call me out of gender, then I think it's only fair that I can call you whatever I want to call you. If you want to sit there and laugh at Ash calling Sarah, uh, Sarah Smiles, sir, then I think it's only fair that people can call you whatever they want to call you. Full on hypocrite. How about that? Does that sound better with you? You stalking crazy nutcase. By the way, I need some $25 shampoo, please. I'm out of my Pantene. Busy writing gender code 6969. Tickets, violation tickets. So anybody want to come up? I mean, anybody with common sense want to come up and talk about uh, last night or ah, is that my Nana talking? Is her Nana still alive, Dova? Because if so, tell me her name and I'll say it. We'll trick her. We'll pull a Halloween trick on her. But I don't want to do it if her Nana's not still alive. What's her name? I'll give her a call out, Dova. Pantene money, honey. I heard her say I'm a married woman. Sarah says I would, but I don't want to say something I will regret. Okay, but I better not get porned. The truth, I would, but I need to stick a bag of dicks in my mouth today. Yeah, I know. The old bag of dicks. Muddapucka. Hello, Muddapucka. Yeah, Muddapucka. I like that name. I can't help it. Whether you like me or not, I like that name. spot is married to a man. She flirts with 30-year-old women on the internet. Find some in your real life. Don't you think YouTubers want to meet you, Fod? LOL. Like I said, I tried to not make any eye contact with the woman, but she continuously goes into chats talking about me. So, and like I said, after what she did last night, she lost her victim card. She can no longer complain if somebody is trans bashing. She acts like she's 12. Did you hear her the other day? She said, whore, 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 whore. I thought she was coughing up a fur ball. I love it. Eeyore. I always called him Eeyore. Is it Eeyore? Whore, 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 whore. I had to go back and listen. Like I said, I thought she was coughing up a fur ball. Ainsley. Ainsley in the house. Is that really Ainsley? Because she never wants to come. Nuh-uh. Is that Ainsley? Somebody check her out. Ainsley, text me. I mean, she's a member, but Ainsley, text me if it's you. There is no backstage, Ninny. It shows up. Okay. Everybody says backstage. All I see is people like down below my screen. Is that backstage? Okay, Ains. I don't see Nanny backstage. I don't have a backstage. Where is backstage? All I do is see people like below my screen. And I did not see Nanny pop up. Hey, Silver Wings. Oh, I hope your surgery goes well too, CC Ryder. Wow, everybody. Nanny, I didn't see you. I swear, try again. I don't even know where backstage is. Yeah, below my screen is backstage. That's what I thought, Mar. And she was not down there. I did not see her. But yes, CC Ryder, everybody's having surgery. Is it because COVID is kind of like lightening up a little bit and they're allowing people to have surgery? I don't know. But I hate that everybody's okay, Ansley, grab your iPad. I hate that everybody's having surgery though. I hate surgery. Trust me. I got about an 18-pound hernia I need to go have taken care of, but which caused me to roll around in the driveway the other day like a fish out of water, and I couldn't get up. Sure, YouTube street editor, of course. That's the wrong link. Okay, copy to clipboard, copied. Y'all messing with me. Y'all know I can't push buttons or all kinds of hella break loose. When I went to the hospital, when being admitted, people on both sides were being treated, tested for COVID. Yeah, you always get you always get treated or tested for COVID now. Anywhere you go. Vaping's gonna come up with nothing on but a smile. Okay, we're gonna hold you to that, vaping. Dova, are you gonna come over for Dova, dear Dova over. Hello, Twanda.
Damn. Floating me all around this damn internet.
Coming up in 1 second. Okay, obviously Ainsley's got something to say because Ainsley does not come on panel very often. So
Very rarely. I'm going to mute if Ainsley's coming up.
it's going to be one of those moments. Listen up, folks.
Yeah. No, the first link you sent out, honey, it had already ended. So for some reason it had the wrong link. Okay, I'm going to mute.
Hello, Nanny.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
That was weird.
Yeah. You're all saying you're all backstage. I'm like, no, you're not.
I just came to say that I caused my own drama last night, so sorry about that.
Well, okay.
I mean, if I never went over there and went on her panel, I never would have went live. You know, I mean, you mess up, you react and you go live, and then you look foolish. What else can I say? I don't know.
Well, all you can do is try to learn from it, Nanny. I mean,
Yeah.
what else can you do? There's a lot of times when I'm so mad, I want to go live like right then and there. And I have to stop myself because I don't want it to be what went on last night. Although I don't think I could ever do that because, well, I would get a headache. But
Ninny,
hello, Dips.
Hey,
Hi, Sarah.
Ninny, honey, you had every right to go live. You was upset and you needed to vent. That is normal. It's not your fault for what happened.
But Sarah, if I wouldn't have went on her panel, I would have never had to deal with any of that. None of that would have ever happened. You know, I mean, you have to take some responsibility. When, in your
Ainsley,
own actions.
it says your device is not connected, Ains.
I'm glad you're taking responsibility, Ninny. Just, honey, stay away from them. It's not
Gotta do your
healthy.
mic cam first, Ainsley. I'm sorry, guys. You gotta do your mic cam. You gotta allow your mic and cam and then turn your cam off.
She's floating around there like I was.
Ninny, but it's not your fault for what was said to you or how people treated you.
No, but it's my responsibility how I act or how
And you
I
did
react
just
to that,
fine. I probably said things I shouldn't have said, and I probably got overheated, which didn't help, and I apologize for that. But I didn't want either one of them coming up there trying to tag team on you, and I knew they was going to come up there just to troll you. And FOD did just that by complaining about a wrench when she knew full on that this was supposed to have been about you and Republican Ash, maybe trying to come to some kind of peace.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, I don't want peace. I don't want friendship. I don't want any of that with her. I'm not
right.
going to
You
go
just
at
want
it
it to end now, and that's why I said, just block and forget about it.
Yeah,
And just,
block them.
Right.
Stay away from her channel. If she says something about you, just ignore it. And I probably need to take that advice too. I should probably do that too with some people, and I know it's hard to do, but I just don't want to see it get any worse for you.
And you don't go where people are going to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would go in.
Oh, I love going where everybody knows my name, and they're glad I came. I'm sorry, I'm nosy. I want to see what people are saying about
like that BS person. They just kept going and going. They just want a reaction,
Yeah, that
No,
was
but it was
fun.
really disheartening seeing you so upset. It was really hard to see you that upset. I mean, you was in like a full-blown panic attack, and I'm sorry that I had to see you that way. I don't ever want to see you that way.
Honey. I should have went live being like that. People get upset. They don't understand. Or people think that I'm trying to play a victim card. I know a lot of people suffer from it, and I want them to see it's okay.
I'll be right back.
Stupid or bad because of that.
Well, Nanny, just stay away from them. Just really stay away from
No,
them.
you're right.
You know, I said it in I think it was I don't know whose panel it was, maybe Science Girls, where I told Remy, just ghost them. Ghost them. And then all of a sudden I was saying that I was attacking them. No,
I
I'm
know.
just saying ghost them. Really.
I mean, and that should be people's advice to Republican Ash. Ghost me, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not bad advice. It's actually very good advice.
Yeah, because neither one of you guys are good for each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just
Absolutely.
the worst things comes out of your mouths, and you know there's a lot of hurt there, and the best thing you can do is just stay away from each other.
You're
Just,
right.
you know,
But I
and
mean, I mess up sometimes, you know? I don't know. I don't like being told that I'm playing a victim, but I mean, maybe that's how it looked to some people, and it is what it is, right? You put yourself out there, you're gonna get a response, good and bad.
I know, but you know, Nanny, I think you can fix this. There's no fixing it though,
I
because
know.
it's always going to go back the same way, hon. You know, I just trying to save your heart, because I believe the Republican Ash that we knew a long time ago is never going to be back. That's I
She is gone.
It's not fair to see someone bullied into submission, into silence. It's not okay. Nobody should be bullied that much to where they have a panic attack. It's not right. It's not fair.
I agree.
But sometimes I think
Ainsley.
that I give myself, I put myself in situations where I'm gonna have a panic attack. You know what I mean? And
Right,
that's not
but
right either. I gotta care about
Try
myself
again,
first.
Ains.
but to get bent out of shape over a eye rolling
I
emoji is
know it was
ridiculous.
ridiculous. I was eye rolling at Ash. I don't. Laura mistook that. I don't want to get involved with Laura's stuff. I don't.
Right.
But Laura's the
Laura
one
can
that
fight.
went off on
I'm
you.
not a good fighter, you guys. I'm not. So if you want to come at me, if you want to fight with someone, pick me because
Don't
you'll
be
win. I'm not good at it.
No, not you. Send them my way.
And
I
I'm
don't
just
want
not. I
people
try to
picking on
be.
you.
I'm not. I try to be a badass. I'm not. I'm not. You know, whatever. So what? I'm weak. I don't give a shit. Whatever you want to call me.
Hey,
I
look,
am who
there's
I
Bad
am.
Wolf. We've come a long way, me and Bad Wolf. It's okay, Ames. You can come up and talk to us about nothing. It's better about talking about nothing than what went on last night. Can you drop the link one more time? Penny, like I said, your best bet is just to block. I mean, I saw her chasing you around yesterday. Literally, I sent you the screenshots where she was going into chats looking for you. So obviously, you're not the obsessed one here, but just block her. And
Nene was not the aggressor in the situation.
Well, an eye roll is a pretty mean eye roll I have, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
You're gonna have to
laugh.
You're gonna
on
have
here.
to
I
hide
do,
that
and I know
eye
you
roll.
guys do too.
That eye roll
Bad Wolf
emoji.
is only here for Ninny.
Aw, Bad Wolf.
Dag, Bad Wolf, way to hurt my feelings. But okay.
We're just chopped liver.
Gee,
No,
thanks, the
he's
Bad
just
Wolf.
Bad Wolf is a really nice guy.
He used to hate me. And well, he still might.
He used
But
to hate me too. But then again, I called him 180 every day. So I mean,
yeah.
there's that. You know?
even when they were on panel together, we're still calling them 180.
I know. I'm like, they're using a voice. They're using a voice thing. It was so ridiculous. I felt bad.
Well,
I would be mean to
can't say
Bad
that I
Wolf
feel
for no
bad, but
reason other than Laura, and that's not right either. You can't do that.
yeah, we're gonna ban all eye rolling emojis in this chat. I mean, I'm sorry. Oh, there you are, Amy. And make sure it's really her.
Yay,
Okay.
Ainsley's up here.
Ainsley's up.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it worked.
Ainsley, are you going to talk about your hair dryer?
No. I no, I just wanted just to give my input about like what's going on and stuff. And just
I see you, Nikki D.
how irritating that it is on a couple things that really bother me. And I just kind of just want to say it. I just think that people need to just mind their own business. I think that we're all big girls and big boys, and I think that people can handle their own shit. I just don't think that we need people telling us what to think, where to go, because that does happen in not so many words. I think that people should just like who they want and just go where they want, and I just don't think people need to lecture people, and I just think people just need to mind their own business. And I also just think that people need to stop bringing up stuff over 2 years ago um, to twist and fit their narrative. And just for the record, one last time, I was the one who wrote that comment 2 years ago that's still trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Stop it. It's old. It's stupid. To clear up once and for all the kidnapper issue with the mandolin, I feel like I have to do this is because that was a total joke. It had nothing to do with anyone else. Um, and people just need to stop. It's just everyone wants to be a victim. Everybody just wants to. It's like it's a contest to see who can be the bigger victim, and it's getting so freaking old. And that's from every side, left side, right side, upside, downside. People just need to just freaking worry about themselves and stop trying to worry about other people. If other people want to act like idiots, let them.
Honey, you've owned that stuff forward and backwards and sideways. You can't own that
Yes,
anymore. You gotta let that go too.
yes. And people just lose credibility when you don't know what you don't know, right? And
Right.
people that go around and white knight for people and put like their lives on the line for people and then get on a panel and want to try to tell other people what to think or scold other people. I mean, come on, I'm an adult. Stop doing that. I don't come to YouTube to be scolded. If I want to be scolded, I'll call my mom. And that's just how I feel.
Yeah,
And it's just
there are a lot of victims around here.
it's freaking irritating. It's the race to see who could become the bigger victim. And no one is a victim because truly, fucking log off.
Yes.
I love you, Ainsley.
God, I mean, seriously, nobody is bullied on YouTube. You're not. It's impossible because guess what? Just log off and then you're not bullied anymore.
Ainsley
This
is always
sermon is
the
brought
voice of
this
reason.
sermon is brought to you this morning by Pastor Ainsley.
No, I get so tired of
I am
it. And I'm
teasing you.
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like when people go around and just, I don't know. There's just always certain people that no matter what they do, get passes because they're like the one that's liked the most or whatever. And you know what? I don't agree with everything that Laura does. I don't. But I do think that there's hypocrisy out there. And I think that sometimes Laura can do or say the same thing that, let's say, like Randy or somebody else will say, and you don't get the same uproar. It's just facts. And I also think that there's some things that Laura can say and get away with that nobody else can get away with, and that's just facts. And
Let me
it goes
stop
for
you right there.
everybody. Yeah.
Have you ever heard Randy ever say anything about the wrong person committing suicide? I
No, I
agree
said
with you.
some things. I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
some things. I'm not talking about that. I don't think that that's right for anybody to say at all.
no,
At all. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying the one thing that bothers me the most is hypocrisy, no matter where it's coming from. Okay? No matter where it's coming from. And it's just, and it's so annoying. Everybody wants to be virtuous and everybody wants to be a victim. And you can't be both. That's just how I feel. And I feel too that, I'm sorry, this whole Randy fraud thing, I'm sick of hearing about it. It's a 50-50 blame. And people just need to freaking let them deal with it and move on. And they need to quit making it public. It's their business. They're adults. Let them handle it.
I agree with that.
I agree.
It's, because when people white
But
knight
we
for
can still
people, then you're forcing people.
call Fudd an asshole, though.
Well, of course, but when it comes to something that they've done to you, but because when people white knight for people, then you force people to take sides, and that's just wrong.
No, when Tracy and I did the live about FOD, it was about the stuff FOD was saying about us. Had
Hey, Casey's
nothing to
in.
do. Had
Exactly,
yep.
and somehow it gets turned around when you let people on panel that also have other issues with that person. It just hijacks your whole stream, and then it didn't become about you and Fod. It became about Fod and Randy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let Randy handle it. She's in the, like she says, this is a drama community. This is what we do. Okay, we'll do
Yes,
it.
Bad Wolf. I agree.
That's just how
do you
I
know how
feel.
hard it is though when you've had it say, okay, so I know that I'm not a part of this whole Randy and FOD thing, but
Mhm.
when I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to get into this
I don't want
topic
to talk
again.
about it either.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to talk about it, but I don't ever talk. So I'm just telling you how I feel. And how I see it as an outsider looking in, because I don't care about either one of them. Okay, on a
Right.
personal level, I don't know either one of them. Okay, but I also think that they brought it public, and and one's not more to blame than the other. They just need to deal with it themselves. You know, and it, it's just, this is tiring, and it just seems like the most popular person wins, and that's just not right either. And like I said, I don't agree with everything that Laura says. I don't, but I do agree when sometimes when she says that there's hypocrisy, because there really is. There really is,
Well, there
and
really
people
is.
just.
I mean, I will agree with you on that, Ainsley. There is hypocrisy, but Laura plays a big
Mhm.
part in that too.
She does. She does exactly. But everybody is to blame for that. Everybody is. Okay, and I never wanted to say this publicly, but I'm gonna say this. Back when that comment came out, and Diane and Wendy chose to show one screenshot of like a whole conversation, and then Wendy was saying that I was dangerous, that that I should be reported to my authorities because she did. Well, guess what? Somebody did that. And a joke comment that I made had the police show up, or the sheriff show up at my house. Okay? And to me, that was hypocrisy, because other people can say things that are excusable. Okay? That was a joke. I said it was a joke when I started it, and I said it was a joke when I ended it. And there was no reason for that. And I'm just really just I have just this aversion to this mob mentality on people, and it's just wrong. People just need to stop. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what the whole conversation was, but yet there's been this narrative put out there to where I can't even speak in my own name. I'm
No,
tired
I'm
of
not,
it.
Monique. I'm
I'm
not.
just tired of it.
This isn't turning into a Diane and Wendy bash, but I think
No,
Ainsley has
it's
the right
not.
to.
Who's bashing them?
I'm not
I
bashing
think,
them. I'm just saying that happened. You know, that
I
happened.
mean, Diane and Wendy, I have no problem with either one of them, but they're not saints. And I'm pretty sure they'll tell you they're
No,
not saints.
this is
And
even about
people,
Diana Wendy. I'm just saying it's the hypocrisy. When you don't know someone or don't like someone, something that they say, you know, you can spin it to whatever you want. But then when you know and like someone and they're like the popular person, then you can spin it the other way. And it's just old. It's just old and it's tiring. And like Mandy's still bringing this stuff out. I mean, come on.
But who
It's
is going to do
people just
everything right on here? None of us. Nobody. Because we're human and we make mistakes.
no,
Every single one of us.
no.
So,
But
I mean,
I make one mistake, and for a year I've had to relive it. Every time somebody has either a gripe with Laura, they bring it up when they know what the freaking story is, but they still want to bring it up to fit an agenda, okay? And then I get thrown back into it, all right? And it's just people just need to fucking mind their own business. That's all I'm saying. Excuse my language.
yeah, but nobody's
But
going to mind their own business, Ainsley. This is YouTube. I mean,
not
I hear
Tracy.
what you're saying.
Yes.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not arguing. I think that has been used to the point that it's disgusting for it to even come up anymore.
Yes.
Um, now it only comes up to be used as a weapon against somebody. Um,
Mhm.
but like I told you a long time ago, you know what? You said it. You said it was a joke. You've owned it. No matter what anybody else says out there, it is what
Mhm.
it is, and that's what it is. It was
Right.
friends joking amongst friends, and it got out there into the universe, which is why maybe we should all be a little bit more careful about what we say in
yeah.
chats
Yeah.
because you never expect it.
Watch
But
your
Yes,
emojis.
and it's still being brought up to this day. Like let it go, you
yeah,
know?
I
And
just think
and
I just think
and just like
anytime I see it brought up, Ainsley, I just skip on past it. I don't.
Yeah, me too.
that's because I told everybody, do not defend me on this, please. I'll take care of it. I don't need people to, you know, because just because it's my business, and that's just like what I'm saying, and that's where like the whole fraud and Randy thing, like that's their business. Let them deal with it. And
But you can't
people,
own this anymore, Ainsley. You've owned
oh,
this.
I
I
know.
mean, I don't. There's nothing more you could do. You all have,
Hmm.
and you know what? I know I've been in those conversations where you're saying stuff and you don't mean what you say. It's kind of like a joke. We all have,
Hmm.
if we want to be honest. You know,
Hmm.
would everybody want their private DMs out there? Could there be something that somebody would be
Hmm.
like, "That's horrible"? I'm sure,
Hmm.
but you know,
It's the ones who
I
say
know.
these things. It's the ones who say these things um who won't say they won't even admit that it was in bad taste or whatever. I mean,
But
Ainsley
you don't need
Ainsley
them to admit it. You know that it is. People, that's another thing, is people always are seeking apologies from people. Why? What is it going to do for you? Is it going to make you feel any better if somebody apologizes? No. Just
yeah, I
people
don't
are going to
understand
say
that
what they
either.
want to say.
I don't get that
Just
either.
yeah, it's like I don't need an apology from anybody because it doesn't matter. It just irritates me. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't because truthfully, when I log off here, I don't think about any of this at all.
right,
But it's just the same stuff, and we don't know what we don't know. And that's why, like I'm seeing, like this whole Fawn and Randy thing. We don't really know what went on behind the scenes. So nobody should be drawing this line in the sand, saying, eh, if you are in this person's chat or if you like this person. Who cares? As long as somebody isn't like disrespecting you, just or just let people do what they're gonna do.
I agree.
And that's just what I find irritating. So that's just what I just
But you
want to
can
say. And
still,
then the hypocrisy thing, I can't stand it. Whether it's Laura, Diane, Wendy, Randy, me, you, Tawanda, whoever. It just doesn't matter. But people just get tunnel vision sometimes. And as a subscriber, it's just, God, enough.
Sometimes I've learned the most when somebody who had a different opinion than I had came like on my channel and maybe on a video commented. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't ever want that. I don't ever want people to think they can't do that, because I think that's how you learn. When somebody that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't agree with you gives you their comment.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't people have opinions, but that's just people need to realize. I need to realize that's all it is an opinion. It doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's how they're perceiving something. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
make it true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And then also too, like they need to understand that when you bring something public, people do have a right
Yeah,
to
yeah,
respond, and you cannot dictate what that response is. If you want to act like a fool publicly, well, guess what? Expect criticism. You know what I mean? But
100%.
but private relationship stuff, just like those chats, people didn't know what they didn't know, and therefore they made assumptions, and it really for the past year has not been. It
I
sucks,
agree.
Wait, I'm
you
sorry.
know.
I'm sorry. Can I say something to Rev, because I don't know where else I'll see him. Rev, I don't drink at all. I'm not an
Hey, Angel
alcoholic.
Pepper.
I don't. I just don't drink. So I was not drunk. I was just messing around with you over at that Sam's chat. I did take your wrench and I blocked you because you came in and said something really crazy to Remy, and I thought it was a cloned account. I didn't know that was actually you that made that comment. So that's why I took your wrench and blocked you. I thought it was a cloned account because what you said was kind of shitty to Remy, and I didn't even know you guys spoke. So I thought it was a cloned account. Okay, are we good? And I'm not a drunk. Carry on.
I
Okay, we've cleared
I
that
just
up.
want to I just want to clear up one thing. I'm not saying that when a creator gets on their panel and acts like a freaking lunatic, that that's their business and it shouldn't be judged. I'm not saying that at all. Because guess what? You're a public figure at that point. All bets are off. If you don't want to be a public figure, then don't. Okay? But things where it's real people with things done behind the scenes, don't assume that you know everything, because you don't. And
That's
and
true.
and and that's just all that I'm saying. They're two totally separate things, and like, I hate to keep going back to those chats, but what you saw wasn't exactly the entirety of the whole situation. I just been kind of quiet about it, but it's been hurtful to me this past year. Okay, so just let it, please. Just I'm asking you, just let it go. I've owned it. I can't freaking do it any more than I already have. I've apologized to the only person that I needed to, and she's accept my apology. So
Right.
that should be good enough for everyone.
Agree, Monique.
And
Agree,
that's
Monique.
all that I'm saying. So, I see people bringing it up still to this day, and then new people that don't know what happened want my head again. And it's just unfair. So please, people, stop using that as ammo to go against Laura because it's wrong. Okay? Because then I get drug in the middle. And as far as Randy and Fargo, that's, you don't know what you don't know. You can't say it's all one person. One person is the victim, because nobody was there. But they should handle it the way they want to handle it, and they should stop bringing it public. because I think that that's unfair too. Because then you put people in a bad situation, and it's uncomfortable. And I don't even know them,
I agree, Ainsley.
and
I
that's
just, I
all
just
that
wish,
I'm
I wish that
saying.
whole thing was put to rest because I don't know. I don't blame any of you that were in. I don't even remember all the people that were involved in that. I don't, because you know what? I don't care. That's not who you guys are. It was a stupid
Hmm.
conversation one day. You know.
It was, and people say, "Oh, that was disgusting." Well, guess what? It's subjective because the audience that that comment was intended for knew it was a joke. So it shouldn't matter what the thousand of other people who have heard it since then. Because guess what? I wasn't talking to you,
I
and it
know.
never would have been made public if Diane and Wendy didn't show it on their live stream with thousands of people that wanted my head when they didn't have the full story. Nobody was serious.
I
Nobody
don't
was.
know that it would have never been brought public because someone took those
It,
chats and spread them around like they were
no,
sprinkles
that
on a
was the
cupcake.
first time. Right, that was after the fact. But I'm saying that first night was the first night that it became public, and a opinion of me was based on one comment that I have
Yeah,
not been able to live down, and that was unfair. And
it
that's what
is
I'm
unfair.
saying. That was hypocritical. It really, really was, because then I've heard those same people say the opposite. Say, well, she didn't mean that. When it was somebody that they liked. Well, guess what? How do you know what I meant either? I don't go
I
around here acting
I
like a
agree,
fool.
Ainsley. I
It's
agree. The
not
whole
an.
chat thing should be
Thank
burned to the
you.
ground.
It should. And anyone who knows me knows I, that I'm not lying. I would never do that, and nobody in that chat was. Laura, when she retells the story, she's got it all wrong, because honestly, she doesn't retain things, and that's just the. Sometimes she just doesn't retain things, or on playback, she gets it all freaking wrong. So don't listen to her describe it, because that's not what happened. It was a joke. Nobody was mad and sitting around plotting. It was just a joke, and it was just a roll-on joke that was like 100 comments back when it started. Yeah, it was regretful when you see it on paper. Just like people don't like hearing their own voice, like when you hear it, you're like, oh God, is that what it sounds like? Nobody likes seeing their own words in that situation, and it's embarrassing. So please let it go. I'm asking you. And
Jojo, the man in the picture is my dad. He's dead.
what did you say?
Jojo asked who the man was in my picture. I said it was my dad.
Oh,
Sonia says, yes, subs are a thing. You critique them, they flip out or block you. Their entire tone changes. Then they say later they're chill with peeps not agreeing. Yeah, okay, sure.
and like what I'm saying today is just like things that I've been wanting to say,
So
and I just
stupid.
got up enough courage to say it today. So it might not have anything to do with the topic, and I apologize. But I just wanted to get it off my chest.
Well, it was time. It
Hmm.
was time.
Mr. Cardinal,
So
aren't
You
you a
know,
woman?
I hope everybody
No,
can just
don't
move
feel
on
bad,
from that.
Jojo. Jojo, my dad was funny looking. My dad was a funny guy. Don't feel bad at all. I'm proud of my dad. You're
I mean,
fine.
nobody likes to be lectured. That's just what I'm saying. Nobody likes to be scolded. Nobody likes to be lectured. And I feel sometimes that happens um, by everybody. And people can make their own decisions. And it is what it is. And if you don't like it, then just turn it off, you know?
Thanks, Puss.
Oh, I
And
agree.
nobody can bully you on YouTube. It's impossible. It just really, really is, because you have a choice to log on every day. And if you want to subject yourself to that, then that's up to you. But you allow people to treat you the way they treat you.
That's
That's
true.
the truth. So that's all I'm saying. It's just
Well,
old. It just is so
I'm
old.
glad you were able to get that off your chest, Ames.
Oh, wait, are you kicking me off panel now?
No,
I'm just playing.
that's it. You're getting a boot. No.
There was nothing earth shattering. You guys, I thought
See, I know.
uh, it was like you guys thought I was waiting to come in and announce my presidency of
Yeah,
Of
we
the
thought you were
UTV.
running.
elected president or something.
It's like Ainsley's coming up. Yes, yes. Praise hands. And then, but hey, like I said, I'm glad you got to, because we talk in text messages, and I've known how you felt
Mm-hmm.
about this for a long time, and you did need to put it out there, and now it needs to be laid to rest by
Mm-hmm.
everyone. Everyone.
And also too, like I admire anyone who can stand on their own 2 feet and who can stand behind what they believe. If that's what they truly believe, whether it's what I believe or not. I admire someone who can do that. You know,
Yep.
and I have an aversion to weak people and people who want to be victims, and that's just all that I'm saying too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they spent what 3 hours, 4 hours last night just on that one topic of who was a bigger victim in a conversation with two adults, Republican Ash or whatever. What's her name? Sarah.
There's my house.
They both were acting like fools. I mean, we could have stopped that in the
Amen.
first 10 seconds.
Yep, they were
You
both
know
acting
what I
a
mean?
fool.
Oh, I totally agree. I'll be right back. I gotta mute.
God.
Sarah's cancer though. My dad had that cancer. My dad had stage 4, and he died 7 years after after he got the diagnosis. It's a bad cancer. Science girl is right. There's no becoming well from that diagnosis. She will die
No.
from that. That's a reality for her, and I'm sure the whole thing triggered her. The whole thing was bad. I mean, I don't know why you know. To me, hey, listen, just both of you admit the whole thing was bad, and then let's just move on. I
Yeah,
mean,
say you're
it
sorry to
wasn't their
each
best
other. It
moment. What
was
are
Mm-hmm.
you gonna do?
horrible. It was horrible. Anybody who's lost anybody from cancer and had to plan a funeral, that was
It
my
was.
loss. It hurts. It hurts
It
hard when you
and
hear that
and
shit.
and and if Sarah didn't want to be put in that situation to hear that, she simply just had to hang up.
I know.
And if
I know.
Republican Ash didn't want to hear that, she simply just had to hang up.
I
I know.
know.
You watch it go from one live stream to another live stream, and finally, I decided
Yes.
I'm
I
gonna go watch
mean,
something else.
you allow people to treat you the way they want to treat you.
It's hard though
And
when
I
people
mean
are
it's
talking about you to exit the stream and go listen to something else or do
Nanny, trust me.
it's hard.
During when those conversations came out, it was painful. It was hurtful
I
because this
know.
whole narrative about me was put out that was not true,
I
and
know.
I just wanted to just go on every panel and defend myself, but I didn't
But you
only
didn't.
because it just would make it worse. And then you know what I mean. I wasn't a victim; those are my words. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to make it worse. So it is possible to do that.
I know. I know.
Friggin' as painful as it was.
I know.
Every
Sorry,
day it was
guys.
like,
My
It's
bedroom
hey,
is
do you
like
know
months. All
Dr.
you
so and
girls
so?
had that on you
Do you
for
know so and
months.
so from like this community? They're doing a live stream about you right now. I'm like, what?
Oh God.
It was just always something, and it's just and it's just old, and it's just when still to this day when people want to go at Laura, they bring those up. Laura didn't write the comment, I did. Let it go. I served my time, you know.
Yep. I have to
And I
keep.
just want to come here and be able to talk and be able to have fun and be myself, but it's like I'm almost afraid to because I don't want people to bring them up again.
But you know what though? But it might be brought up again. You know what I mean? Like you just got.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is the way, but you just got to be like, oh God, and tune it out or ignore it. But listen, I know it's just like almost
Oh, I
impossible.
do. I do. But it's like every time I'm like,
I
okay,
know.
that's it. I'm just gonna come out. I'm just gonna be me and just talk, and then it gets brought up again. And it's just like, Jesus Louise, man, let it go. And I'm not gonna
I
like
do think
change
some
my name
people
because this is
don't
my
own their
name.
wrongdoings though, because I don't think they see in the moment that they are wrong. Sometimes you got to give people a moment
Mm-hmm.
too to kind of step back and say, okay, hey, I was wrong, and that's got to be okay instead of
Mm-hmm.
calling them,
Have any mods in
flip
here?
flopper.
Christy
Mm-hmm.
Andrews, Puss in Boots.
And for the record, I just want to say this too. Clary was not serious either. I just want to clear that up because I never would have wrote my comment as a joke if I ever would have thought Clary was being serious. Clary was not being serious, and nobody was.
Of course she
Nobody
wasn't.
was. Nothing ever happened. It was just a rolling joke that started about 100 comments before the ones that you saw, and I see her being brought up a lot. And Clary was not serious; she was joking as well. So if you could accept that she was joking, please accept that I was joking too.
Everyone does have skeletons. We all do. Is this what I mean? So why is mine any worse than yours? They're really not. They're
Well,
just different.
Nenny,
Mhm.
I've said it many times. You shouldn't be cleaning out other people's closets until you look in your own.
I know.
Exactly.
Because then when they go to clean your closet, you're like, oh shit.
But if you put
Mhm.
your craziness out on the YouTube, people are gonna comment on it. You have to know that. I have to know that. I mean, it's a humbling lesson.
It is. It's very humbling. And that's why I've said, when these people come out and say stuff, I know they say it out of anger. Okay. It comes out of anger. So once it comes out of their mouth, they need to turn around and go, oh shit, maybe I need to say
Hi.
I'm sorry. Oh, Joe.
Oh, Apollo. Shush. Apollo, shush. Sorry. Harrison, shut up. I'm so I feel
I,
mortified, Nenny, that I
Oh,
said
honey,
that.
don't worry. Don't
No, I feel
worry.
really, really bad because you had Justin Bieber up, but I thought, oh, who's that sweet old man?
I
It's
had
your
Justin
dad, and I
Bieber.
feel
I had
really bad now.
Obama. I
I'm so
had one with
sorry.
the judge
It's okay,
that smokes.
Jojo.
It's fine,
No,
honey.
I feel mortified.
Why? Come on. You
Sorry.
know I'm not like that. My dad's funny looking. Look at him. He was a funny guy. He was. That's why I always get happy when I make people laugh, right?
Oh, well,
Because
he
my
looks
dad
lovely
always made
anyway.
people
I
laugh.
just, because you had the Bieber up, and that used to make me really, really piss myself laughing.
I know, but people were saying it wasn't me. And I'm like, well, this
Sorry.
is the picture it came from. I mean, I don't know.
It's really sweet. Sorry.
Hey,
No,
Thanks,
Kiki.
please.
Tracy, for bringing
Tracy,
me
can I
along.
just say one more thing
My
before
dad
I
probably
go?
was looking down and laughing. Come on, my dad was a funny
Okay,
guy.
Ainsley wants to say something.
Oh, sorry.
I just want to clear up one last thing before I go. Only because it was brought up yesterday, and it was one of those things again that was brought out, and the person that brought it out and the person who went with it, I don't know if they know. I mean, this has been said before, but that whole kidnapper thing with the mandolin, it's another one of those things. If you look at it, just as a screenshot, it looks, you're just probably thinking like, what? But if they would have seen my name on there that time, it was kidnapper victim. Because Amanda was truthful when she said yesterday that somebody else, not her, changed her name to that when I had left the chat, because I would leave a lot when I would get irritated, and she somehow added me back to the chat, and then I said, so I feel like I've been kidnapped. Well, somebody changed her nickname to kidnapper and changed mine to kidnap victim, and it just so happened that name was being used at a time when something was mentioned about somebody else. So that person that it was mentioned about was under the impression that Amanda was going to kidnap her kids or something because that was her name on there.
That's so
And
crazy.
that is so far
That is
from the
unbelievable.
truth.
Did
You
Yeah.
know what?
Did Amanda
I think
land?
And I
those
just want
chats should quit. I think those chats should quit being held against Laura and everybody
yes,
else.
I do too.
Laura
yes,
and everyone else.
and that
They have been run into
it
the
was
ground.
completely innocent.
It's over. So people quit throwing it in Laura's face, quit throwing it in Mommy of Threes, quit throwing it in Amanda Lynn's, quit throwing it in Ainsley's, quit throwing it in Clary's. It's done. It's over. Nobody wants to
agree.
be known for
Yes.
you know, for a
No.
mistake. And it wasn't even a
Yes.
mistake. It was a private conversation and a joke.
Yes. Yes. And you can't imagine what that feels like to have your private conversation out there like that out of context. You know what I mean? And so I just want to clear that up because yesterday she was on a panel trying to explain it, and I was there. I was the person she kidnapped, so I would know. So you know, so like because we were always changing our names in there to like it was always like a theme. Like whatever was happening out in YouTube, our names would be changed. You know, that's why like if you see some like mine was Chat Patrol and Clary was Scotland Yard. It was just stupid stuff that when you look at it now, you're just like, oh my gosh, you know. But it was all, you know, yeah, we talked a lot of crap and nobody did anything.
Well, there's,
you know,
but that's what people do in discords or like private chat messages. They talk crap, and I think they do it so that they don't put their opinion out on YouTube. You know, maybe they're angry at the moment or whatever. I'm sure there's plenty of messages people can come up with, you know, that have something bad said about me, and it does. It's. I'm sure people can find things where I said bad stuff about another person.
I think we've all done it. It is what it is. I mean, none of us on here is perfect. Nobody.
Exactly.
No, exactly.
You say it to people
Nobody
you
is
think are your friends at
perfect.
the time, you know, and
Exactly.
you say it because you're venting.
Exactly.
And for that to be put out months later, that's
That's true, Anna Mary. Sometimes people, you know, sometimes chat. I've been known to put out a screenshot just because I had to prove myself not a liar. Is it cool? No. But if you're going to keep calling me a liar, I'm going to find a way to prove I'm not. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. But we got people on here that say, oh, putting out screenshots is so wrong. It's so low. It's so cringy. And then they turn around and do it their damn selves. And it's like, hello? But do you remember your live yesterday?
I've got a fun fact for you, Truth. I don't even, how do you do I don't even know how to do them.
I couldn't stand Mandolin. You know why?
So please,
just because other
Wait a
people.
minute, I want to find out who Lying, Crying, Fod is and why they're blocked. Hold on.
So the next time you hear that Allure was planning rape fantasies in her Discord, that is a lie. That is not what happened. Nobody was planning anything. It wasn't what it seemed like, and you know that wasn't even meant for you to see. So if you got offended, you need to blame the person in the public. Okay. So because the persons in that the persons that were in that conversation, it was only meant for them, and everyone has apologized to the only person that needed an apology, and it's just time to move on.
And that person accepted, right?
Ash 274 Mars check it now because I don't know why you're blocked again. We're gonna go through my block list soon because people just mysteriously get blocked and I don't get it.
Yeah,
so,
I'm glad
and like I said, Claire is not here to defend herself, and I see her name being brought up a lot recently, but she was not serious either. So since I was in that conversation, I'm gonna take the opportunity to speak for her. She was not serious. Everybody was joking. And
Ash
so
274 is
that's it. And I'm never gonna talk about it again.
Yeah, she's in here under one of her trolls. Mars checking it out though, so
that's weird.
I'm gonna wrap this up here soon anyways because well I got some things I need to do.
I just want to say thank you, Tracy. I came out, I've just been a bit of a twat in the chat, and I just didn't want Nens to feel bad because I was
No,
being
not
an
at all,
idiot.
girl.
You're
Come on.
fine, Jojo.
Jojo,
You're
you're
fine.
All right, well, look, you all have a wonderful evening. I'll say bye in the chat, and thank you, Trace, and
No problem, Jojo.
thank you to Wanda. I don't know if you're still there, Ainsley, Nens, obviously. Love you loads. See you later.
love you,
Bye,
loads.
Joe.
Bye
Jojo,
bye.
always.
Oi, oi,
Ainsley,
oi.
I don't know if you're able to read chat, but you have Ash274 saying, thank you, Ainsley, for speaking up for Amanda Lynn yesterday. Ainsley usually does speak up when something's, not right.
She does.
Yes. Yes.
Amanda Lynn says thank you.
Yes.
So, like I said, Ainsley,
Thanks.
she
Okay.
doesn't hold back much. She might not talk a lot, but she doesn't hold back much. Okay, trust me. I've known her a long time.
But
She
this
doesn't.
just has been bothering me, and it's been building up and building up. I just had to get it out.
Well, you
So I'm just getting started. So what are we going to talk about next? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
That's
Ainsley
weird.
done
Alright.
broke.
Ash.
Ainsley
That's
done
weird.
become a new panel whore. You watch. Every time I go live, she's gonna I want to come
No, no, I'm not.
I wouldn't care if you did.
Well,
But I really
thanks for
just came
having me
live.
up, and
Go ahead.
I didn't mean to change the tone, but I just thought it was a perfect opportunity to just get that off my chest. So I
I'm glad
appreciate
you
it very
did
much.
too. This has been going at you for a long time. It's time to say your piece and be done with it.
Yep,
Everybody
done.
be
Mm-hmm.
done with it. And that goes for quit attacking Laurel with it, quit attacking Ainsley with it, quit attacking Amanda Lynn, Mommy at 3, whoever was in those chats, just stop it. It's over. They're dirt.
But I can say
Maybe we can have a funeral for the chats.
Oh God, no more funerals.
Yes, that would be awesome.
I know. I would love to, not ever hear about what is it, Suboxone Gate, the rape.
Yes.
Gate. I mean, all this stuff that
Yes.
they always dig up bones. It's like, oh shit, we gotta hear this again.
Yeah.
It's like a
We had
rerun.
a triple funeral for the pizza, the Suboxone Gate, and the chats.
There you go.
We can bury them all in the same casket.
There you
Okay,
go.
anybody wants to see anything put to rest, we'll just have one big funeral for anything that we think just needs to be done and not spoken about anymore. And it has to be big. It has to be like the burning of the chats, Pizzagate, Suboxone Gate. I mean, we'll even throw in,
Tablet Gate.
Yeah, but Tablet Gate was fun. Yeah, what else could we? Let's see, what else could we? There's so many things that would be kind of fun, actually.
I know.
Everybody
we can
come
like
on stream and then
have a bucket
add what they want to put.
And just burn
Add what they
everything and
want to
throw
put
it in the bucket.
in the incinerator.
Yes, Dave's piece of cord, garbage.
Yeah, garbage.
It has to get buried.
Oh, when what about when Pink tried to burn Molly's merch? That needs
God
to go
love
in
you,
the
Pink. Porcelain or glass doesn't burn, but
oh God, that needs to be.
Or just anything that people just want
right now, because I might win
to move on from. Just I don't know. Or something that somebody's just truly sorry for and just wants it to be the last time that it's talked about.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we can have people come on panel and say, all right, this is something that I do not want ever spoken about again. We know Ainsley's is going to be the chats. But if there's something out there, I'd even let Numbnut Spot up to say if she would like to Yeah, if she would like to burn, if she would like to say, I don't want this ever spoken on again, and see if the community will really respect it.
I don't think so,
Yeah,
because
because
as soon
all
as
you
somebody
can
gets
do is
mad at
own
somebody, that's going to be brought up
it.
again. But
I agree, Nanny. I agree. But
you
that's not right.
know,
If we burn it, it should be burnt.
but burn it for
Yeah.
yourself. Burn it for yourself. Be done with it, because it's not who any of you are. You're not your worst comment. You're not.
Oh,
Oh, that wasn't my worst comment.
Oh, okay, but I
hey,
mean, like,
please
if that, I
Trust
mean,
me.
stop while you're
whatever
ahead.
it is.
Okay? Stop while you're ahead.
I
Angel,
Okay.
know.
Angel, you're
No,
doing
I was
very
just
good right now.
kidding.
I'm,
Just leave it
I'm
be.
going to mute you, Ains.
No, I'm just joking. But like when you're like around your friends, you say things that you wouldn't say publicly just because you know that it's not public. You know what I mean? You just know that it's not right to say publicly.
I know.
Yeah,
So just remember,
I
you
agree.
don't know what you don't know, and that should apply to everything. Just always, because I'm always surprised what I don't know when I find things out. It's always like, oh wow, I didn't know that. And I've changed my mind a lot of times when I have the full story.
Ash274 is not
You know?
blocked. I checked your block list. I know, Mar, and I just went through her channel and she's not blocked.
How do
So
you
I
check
don't
your
know what
Google
happened to
Block list?
Ash274.
Something
Alright,
is
well,
funky
I'm
going on.
off.
It's weird.
So thank you for letting me up, and
Thank
I
Ains.
will. It's Oh wait, I have to say this first. Well, like I said,
Like I said,
I'm gonna. Like I said, all right. I'll
you
talk to you
brat.
guys later.
Bye,
Uh,
Ains.
Okay, thanks for letting me up.
Love you
Bye,
too.
no
everybody.
problem, brat.
So Tracy, can you go into your Google block and see if it's there?
There's no way it's Google blocked. I've not blocked Ash. I don't know what's going on. I'll try to, but
I just
I've not
want. I
blocked her.
wonder. I wonder if you hit a wrong button, maybe.
Well, now that's always a possibility, but hey,
Because
Galway girl.
I think whenever they're on your Google block, it means that you have privately blocked them, not blocked them on your channel.
I can tell
So,
you who's on my Google block, and it's 3 troll accounts, which could be Ash, I guess, but it's not Ash274. I
huh.
don't know what's going on. Look, I can show you my um
Well,
personal. Let's see.
Mar said that she's not blocked on your Google either.
I'll tell you who's blocked on. I have 3 blocked users, and it's Game Changer, Ian Ellis, and Jacory Royale. No, couldn't tell you who those people are now, but at some
Mar
point they
checked
caused
your
me to block
Google.
them. So,
Mar checked your Google Block list, and she's not on there.
yep. So I don't know, Ash274. Maybe it's a glitch.
I don't know.
I don't either. So we've come to the conclusion that last night was just a total cluster. Nothing got accomplished. My itchy dog, she's still itchy. The shit is not happening fast enough. She's wanting to go out, so
Okay.
I'm either gonna go to mute and you and Minnie carry on to Wanda and I'll come back, or I'm gonna hang up.
It doesn't matter to me, Nin. You got something you want to say, babe? Go for it.
No, I'm good. I
I'm
probably
going
have
on.
said way more than I should have anyway. So
No. I think that you had every right. I mean, you last night you went through a lot. You went through a lot, and my heart broke for you. I felt bad, and
don't. I did it myself. I said that. Don't. I
yeah.
don't. I don't want. I ever want people to feel bad for me. I should. It's my own fault. It is. It is. I gotta take responsibility too. That's all.
Oh, I know,
You
and
know.
you are taking responsibility, but it needs to stop. And so I think the best thing you can do, and I told Remy this, what I got in trouble for, is just ghost them, block them, whatever it takes. Don't go to. I know it's really hard. It's really, really hard because they have a live going on. They're talking about you, and so you want to go listen. But it's just best not to listen. It really is because
I know. You're right. I know. And I really do a good job normally of that. But then you know what? You slip up, and I saw she was live. I went in there, and whatever, they were talking about me. See, what I don't understand is her and I were talking, and the live ended, and her and I were still talking. I know what she said to me. I know she said that she's glad I have depression. She said that to me. I'm not crazy. But I mean, nobody heard it. So what am I going to do? Run around and be like, well, yeah, it's pointless. The end all is I should have never went there. Period.
Right.
Period. I mean, I have nobody but to blame but myself. So don't feel bad. Please don't ever feel bad. Half the time I have a panic attack, it's my own fault. But I don't know, for some reason, when I do, it helps me when I come on here. And look, sometimes I would have like a real bad panic attack. You know who I listen to? Diane, of all people. I don't know why, but it like calmed me down for some reason. Maybe because it's a voice I've been listening to for 2 years. I don't know.
Well, honey, whatever it is to calm you down,
Yeah.
and for it, and to have your friends say, "Hey, it's all right. Just breathe. Be there. It's all okay." Ah, Kiki's here.
Damn, where's my picture?
Hey, Kiki. How
We
are
need your
you?
picture.
Good, how are you, Nene?
Good. Good to talk to you.
Hey, Dova. Hey, girl. Hey, guys.
I haven't seen you around lately. I was like, am I blocked again?
Oh, no, you're not blocked. I haven't been around very much. I've been sick.
Oh, man, really? Not
Yeah.
with the COVID.
No, girl, I got like 3 autoimmune diseases. It's
Yeah.
killing me. It's
Oh, I'm
killing me.
sorry. I know. I know you do. You've shown that.
How is your skin doing? Is it better, Kiki?
Oh, it's much better. Yes, it's much
Yay.
better. Yes, I'm on lots of steroids. Started my treatment. Over here, bald as hell.
Really?
Yeah, getting there.
Hey, I've got a really good wig I can send you. I bought it to
What's
do
up,
a
Casey?
parody. I bought it to do a parody of somebody, and I can't pull off brunette. So I'm going to send it to you, Kiki.
Yeah, I'm down. I bought 3 lace front wigs. I'm just waiting for them to come in the mail, and I'm gonna have my friend that's a hairdresser install them. But I'm gonna make a parody out of them.
Well, good. Kiki, we miss you. We need your humor in this community.
Amen.
We do.
You're the only person that I would really like be like, come on, unblock me because you're funny.
She's funny as hell. And that's what we need. We need to get some humor back in this damn community. And, we do. We need some funny. Whereas some of their funny is not my funny. You know what I mean? When they're talking about, there's some humor that's been on the tubes. Maybe I'm too old for it. I don't know. It's not humorous to me. It's not.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've all been on the tubes for how long? I mean, at some point in time, I mean, the bickering and the fighting and all that just it gets to be too much. I mean, and the little jabs and the
Yeah.
little the little comments and the trolls and all that. It's like, listen, you know what? I mean, I ain't got time. Right? I don't know. Like I said, I think I was telling somebody earlier. Hey, what's up, Carla? I was telling somebody earlier. The only blessing that I got out of getting sick is the fact that, you know what, it put things in perspective for me.
Yeah.
That that I don't need to go after this one person. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter anything, people are gonna like that person, and I have no control over that.
Right.
So I'm just going to be Kiki on here. I don't care who's fighting. I don't care who. I don't need to make somebody else see somebody else. They have to do that for themselves.
You're right. You're right, Kiki. You're right.
It's none of my business anymore. It's just too much for me.
Eventually, those people, their true colors come out, and they go, "Wow, I didn't know that about that person."
Well, yeah. I mean,
And then
that's happened to me recently. I'm just sitting there, sometimes I'll pop on the tubes and I'll sit there and watch, and I'm like, wow, I never knew that person was like that. Okay, next. I mean, it's like, I'll be very honest. I'll be very, very honest. I couldn't watch yesterday. I could not. I was just like, every time I jumped on the tubes, there was somebody live, and it was just. I was in my feels too, because I actually watched a documentary on bully. It was called Bully, and I thought to myself, are we grown adult bullies that are coming on here just making more bullies? Is that what we were truthfully doing? Because I can tell you this, if I ever found any, I don't care about any adult, right? If I found ever any adult that would go ahead and put my orphan's head on a bus, on a seat, slammed it down their head and sat on it, I'd beat the bejesus out of the parents. I'm going to be truthfully honest, right?
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
we come here on the tubes, and all we see is bully, 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 for 6 hours straight. Oh, you said this wrong. You said this wrong. It's like, you know what? I mean, does anybody truthfully at the end of the day care that somebody could jump off of here at any time and just off themselves? Would you feel bad? Would you have any type of remorse?
I would. I really
Would you have
would.
any? And that's what I was like watching last night. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I do? Was I part of? Did I do any of this when I was like actively in here? If I did, I apologize to anybody because I cried like a baby watching this bully documentary because I'm like, I don't want to raise bullies.
Yeah, I've said it. You know, Laura used to make fun of me all the time. She'd make fun of me
Okay, I
all the
think
time.
serendipity's coming up. Lolly had to pee, then I had to pee, and then I had to wash my paws. I mean, my hands.
Your paws.
Because, Lolly always gets to pee first. But I, I think
it
Sarah's,
just got to me yesterday. I couldn't watch any of it.
I agree,
You
Kiki.
know,
It was just a mess.
Kiki, there's a account going around. It's called "You Are a Bully." And I don't know who that person is, but they've been doxing me left and right. But it kind of made me. It kind of made me think to myself. I mean, am I a bully? Do people look at me and think that I'm a bully? That's not what I want to be.
Yeah, I
Because
just
I
I'm
don't
don't.
know.
every
done.
time
I'm
you're,
done.
if you give your
Uh-uh.
opinion, some people think that's
Uh-oh.
being a bully.
Oh.
What's wrong,
I'm
Sarah?
done. I am sick and tired of Republican Ash calling people whores and it being okay. She called Nene one yesterday. Then she's on panel with Laura right now calling Tracy a whore and then lying saying that I blocked her from Discord. I have never blocked anyone from Discord. Let me tell y'all something. Let's make this a shit
Oh, I
show.
blocked her. I'll be straight up and honest. She's blocked on everything.
I blocked her too.
I booted her because she's
She
not
can
mature
stay
enough to
blocked. I don't
be in
give
a
two.
Discord.
That one over there. Nope, I'm not even gonna start on that one because that one right there is just.
Come out
I
here,
don't know what
buddy.
got
Come
into
out here
that
real
one.
quick.
I'm sorry, girl. Go ahead.
So here's my son. My son is 17 years old. Daniel, having autism. Do you know right from wrong?
Yeah.
What do I always try to instill into you?
Not be an asshole, just be a genuine good person.
Aw.
Oh,
Aww.
You know how to treat people, right?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes say things and then regret it maybe?
Yeah, everybody does that.
Okay. Do you ever feel bad for saying something?
Most of
You
the times I
sound
do
sweet.
say something like very vile and mean. But
Yeah.
I'm like, just say a
Do you
joke.
try to
Just
learn
joke.
from it, Daniel?
And you learn from it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I love you, Daniel. I am so proud of who you are. I want you to
Yeah,
know that.
good kid right there, Sarah. Good kid.
Now,
Look,
I'm
come
so
on.
tired
Like,
of
come on.
people
Let's be
saying,
real. What Republican Ash does is not that's not her autism. She's just mean. I mean, come on. That's not
She
people
is
with
mean.
and
autism
that
don't
has
act like
nothing to
that.
do
Come
with
on.
autism. I'm going to tell you that right now. My son has Asperger's. He knows how to treat people. It has nothing to do with his autism. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. It has nothing to do with your disability. And I'm going to say this right now. For her to get up on panels and call people whores is absolutely wrong.
Okay, I'm going to prove a point right here. And I don't care about numbers. Trust me. I'll take if I've got 50 good people in here, I'll take it over 500 rotten son of bitches any day.
I'm so mad right now. I'm
But
shaking.
listen, as soon as they found out Republican Ash was over on Laura's panel trashing me, my numbers went from 259 at 300 at one point down to 132.
Yeah.
That's how bad people want to go see a shit show.
Yeah. It's true, you guys. I mean, just look at it. Anytime when there's bashing going on, those numbers, you know what I'm mad about. Amanda Land did a live on Eileen Warnos, and I really wanted to
I
watch that.
missed that. Damn, I love Eileen.
I know. And what did I do
It's still
instead?
up.
I had a panic attack and went live and fought with Republican Ash. I'm mad at myself for that. That's
Shoot.
my fault. That's my
I
shit
didn't even
show.
get the ding. I didn't even get the thing on it. That's weird.
It's still up, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still up.
Mommy of 3 drama does sell that, and one of these days, you know, somebody's somebody's gonna off themselves, and I don't understand how somebody could live with themselves after that. I mean, yeah, I've said some horrible things to people. I've tried to make amends. I'm not trying to go off on folks. But no matter what you say, no matter what you do, somebody's going to twist it. Somebody's going to get butthurt. Somebody's going to trade a troll account because they can't step up to you with their own YouTube name. Instead, they got to go create an account. Then they got to blame you for, oh, your troll accounts. And I just want to be very clear because I did happen to see a comment from somebody, and I'm going to be very clear on this.
I'm dropping this link for a special guest that we haven't heard from in a while.
And before anyone says something, my son is 17 years old. He's almost an
like a very
adult. So
pleasant
it's
man.
not like I had a child on here. He knows right from wrong, is all I'm trying to say. So don't get mad at me because I brought my child up on panel with me.
Wait, am I wrong? Isn't autism, isn't that a spectrum? I mean, you could be, you know, I mean, like, there's many different kinds
High
of
functioning,
autism.
low functioning, in between. Yeah.
You know,
she's not getting any more breaks from me, Ninny. I've been her friend behind the scenes. She is not a nice
autism,
person.
Tracy. That's not autism. That's just being an asshole. Plain and simple, period. Come on.
I have been her friend behind the scenes. I'm supposed to have a special guest coming up. They just text me, but
I'm tired of hearing people say, well, she's not cognitive enough to understand. She's absolutely cognitive enough to understand.
Somebody on.
Do what?
Oh, but I just want to say, I just want to put this out there because I saw a few comments. I no way, shape, or form, you know, I have nothing against Mandy Bell, but no, here's the thing. I don't fuck with fucks who fuck with fucks I don't fuck with. I don't care how much I dislike you. Just because you dislike somebody I dislike doesn't mean that I'm going to be jumping on the bandwagon. Don't mean I'm getting on the caboose. Don't mean I'm trolling or I don't do that type of bullshit. If I didn't like you yesterday, I sure in the hell ain't gonna like you today, and I sure in the fuck won't like you tomorrow. That's just how I am.
Yeah, I'm not touching that shit. I mean,
I'm
I
not.
I saw that. I was like, "Are you sick? Get the help out of here, Daddy!" There was 1 to 3 people on here that I would want nothing to do with. And you think for one, I don't care how mad I am at a person. Hell to the F, no, I don't do that type of shit, man. I'm not like that.
No, you're not.
Shoot, don't get Kiki started. Woo!
I know. She'll use your tongue as a slip and slide. Trust me.
I'll use your slip and slide. I will saddle you up like Seabiscuit and ride you around here, and you will hope to God, you will hope to God that broad over there that has them dragons will go ahead and unleash one. That way you can hitch a ride on it. Because I mean, you're running around here talking some mad shit, but you can't talk it to my face. You can't say it to me.
Hello,
you say it to me.
Sarah,
and then I hear that.
Say it to me.
Sarah, you're a good mom and a good person. Don't you ever forget that. Never.
I'm not a mom. I'm
Hold
fake.
on, guys.
I'm not a mom. I'm fake. It's not. I don't have kids. I have orphans. Mr. We got Mr. What's his name? The orphan master over here. We don't have any of that, and I would rather it be that way. I mean, I make good content off of that. I'm cool with it. Mr. Hannigan, got drunk last night. We had a quinceañera next door. I couldn't go to because I'm sick and can't. I have
Mr. Hannigan.
Yeah, instead of Mrs. Hannigan, we've got Mr. Hannigan.
That's funny.
Yeah, like the movie Annie. Everybody's calling me Orphan. So, yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Still waiting on our special guest.
I did tell the truth. I was going to use her slip and slide. I don't even know where I came up with that.
I don't know, but
sorry,
freaking
but it just blurted out, girl.
Dixie loves it. Dixie freaking loves it. What happened? Did somebody drop out?
Oh, I'm not. No, teacher mom, I don't think anybody should talk about anybody's health or disabilities because, I mean, here's the thing. I have SLE. That's one of my... I share the name SLE with a million other people in this world. It doesn't mean that we share the same symptoms, we share the same medications, the same surgeries, the same history. We don't share anything but the name. So for somebody to get on here and say, "Oh, I don't think that person has that because they don't have a scar on their right testicle," doesn't mean that they don't have it.
Oh my gosh, Marsha White Sharky, how are you?
I'm feeling much better.
Marsha,
Good.
what the hell?
Yeah, hey T. Time to talk
You're
to
the special guest.
Hi, Marsha.
Hey, I was gonna Ninny, girl,
Oh, what the
you've
fuck?
been in my prayers, and I'm sorry, Ninny.
I'm sorry too, Marsha. We fought for so long.
Yeah, it's
Over
not
what?
working, is it?
Over what? I even made up with Brian. That was what was all beginning.
Well,
I said some really bad
Girl,
things,
what the hell
Marsha.
you doing up here?
I know. I got permission from the old man.
Oh, girl.
Because I'm not gonna do drama. Tracy, thank you. I watch Tracy's and Serendipity. They're like those are the two channels that I do watch for the world to know. I'm not on any other channels. I don't have any other name. I don't even have my account. But Nenny, when I first came to YouTube, you and Sandy and I were friends. You remember that?
No, I don't, hon. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I don't. I
Yeah.
remember Sandy.
Yeah. But Sarah, I saw where you said you had messaged me, and I emailed you back. Though.
Did you really? I didn't see it. Oh gosh.
That's okay. I'll send it again.
Thank you, Marsha. If I would have seen it, I would have definitely have
I
written
just wanted to
back.
say hey to everybody and all the support because I got so many emails and I get so many texts and so much stuff, and I just want to thank you all. And I'm all. And if you're gonna have a funeral for things, have one for my steroid rage, please.
Oh, that's why you keep, girl. What if you know for that steroid rage? You got it. I'm in that steroid rage myself. I understand. Like I said, I was gonna go ahead and ride somebody around like Seabiscuit. I get it.
Seabiscuit.
I did.
Marsha, you're back. Oh,
Well, no, I'm not back. This is a momentary thing. I got permission for a few minutes. But I just wanted to say I do miss so many people.
Thank you,
miss
gamer.
you. I miss you.
I miss you, Marsha.
I
I
miss
really
you,
do.
Sarah. I do. I miss Tracy and Wanda. I even miss Nanny. Watching her last night, I wanted to give her a hug. But
Thank you,
I
Marsha, for
couldn't
accepting
watch
my
yesterday
apology.
either. Oh, you're welcome. I was like Kiki. I said I came into one channel. I said, "Oh hell no, I do not
No.
do this." And I went and I started watching ID channel online.
I've been
So
asking to
we're
watch
to watch the
Mortician.
devil amongst us for 6 hours and all that crap. But Tracy, thank you for coming up. And thank
Marsha Mar says she misses you very much. I don't know if you're reading
oh,
chat or not.
I can't read it right now.
Yeah,
Tell
you got lots of support in there.
everybody. I do miss so many people.
Look here, girl. Say, girl.
So many people here I miss. And Mom and Therese Pepper. Oh gosh, so many people I miss. I can't think of everybody right now. But Tracy, thank you for your streams. You tell the truth. You keep it straight, and I appreciate that. I always knew that
Thank
would be,
you.
and you do it well. You do it well,
Marsha, you're always in my thoughts and definitely in my prayers.
And
Sarah.
you know I appreciate you supporting my channel, even though it's silently. I
Hey, Lola.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I do. I do watch you. I think one time I even texted you and said, "Great stream." Because I mean, yeah, if he's at work, I'm here by myself. So I watch. And Tracy's coming up. I go, yes, I have something to watch. Sarah's coming up, even if she's upset. It's Sarah, and I trust her. So
What
Thank
is
you.
the Wanda doing? The freaking hokey pokey? Come on, hold on.
Put your left hand in.
Take Tawanda in. Take Tawanda out.
Shake it all about.
It's
making
my
that turkey.
hillbilly internet. It's raining
Do
here,
the
you guys.
Tawanda
I'm
pokey.
sorry.
Oh, it's
Turn
Delta.
yourself about.
I got Delta there.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Pixie, you
Marsha, I
want to
hope
come
you feel
out?
better, girl.
I'm practicing my magic tricks.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, somebody said hi from Cosmic too. I don't know what that means.
Oh, hey, the Cosmic. Hey, Cosmic. I miss Cosmic.
Cosmic,
Oh.
man. That guy is funny.
I
as
love
I don't
Cosmic.
see him, but
The guy's hilarious. I've been watching
Cosmic
Ask
is
the
pretty
More
All those
Fishing.
guys were always good to me. They were always good to me. I've got no problem with them.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with the kid. I've never, well, he did try to negotiate between me and Republican Ash. And I do think he was a little biased towards, I think he was on Republican Ash's side a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
But
a little
I
bit.
mean, I don't have no problem with that kid. And I'm sorry, I can call you a kid, Cosmic, because I'm old.
Yeah, we're old. We're old.
Yeah, boomers.
Boomers.
I told somebody the other day that the joke's on them actually because most of us boomers own our homes. Our children are good and raised. We've got money to go shopping if we want.
Oh, the boomer thing. Yeah, if that's the worst thing you can call me as a
I got
boomer,
I
I'm
know,
cool with
right?
it, man. I'll go with it. Cool. Like seriously, I mean, I think that I'm called a boomer because some individuals think that I'm mad at them or that I'm angry or upset. No, and I have no animosity towards anybody. I don't hate anybody. I'm sorry, I just don't go against to what I stand for. If somebody is gonna continue, and
Marcia, read your text messages per pepper.
I look at people's how they treat others and the long scheme of things, and if they continue to do it on over and over and over and over again, and they just continue and they say sorry but they do it again and again and again, I don't want to be near that.
Take care, love lightly. Have a nice
I
day.
can see letting the
Hello,
sword down.
lightly.
I can see letting the sword
Here's
down for somebody if they did something wrong, they owned it, and then they tried their best not to do it again. But
Right.
I can't. And so everybody's like, oh, well, you're upset. Well, you don't know the shit. I don't get me wrong. I went after that person just as much as they came at me. So I totally understand that, and I'm over that person. I don't give that person a view. I don't watch them. I want nothing to do with them. In my Discord, we don't talk about them. It's not just a kept Discord. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't watch the broad at all. I could care less what she does and what she says. But some people have ran with it. Oh well,
cool.
Kiki is mad at me. No,
Ainsley
I'm
called
not
the funeral
mad at you.
home. She just purchased the YouTube review mirror package. We're all set. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you,
good.
Ainsley.
Tiki, my transmission's slipping. I forgot how it was to listen to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I know. I just keep going and going and going and going and going and going. I
No,
never had a
the speed.
I
My boomer mobile's having trouble with the speed.
Oh well, yeah. But then obviously I'm not a boomer. If I could, boomers are slow, aren't they? No, just kidding. I mean, I'm not mad at anybody. I don't have any animosity towards anybody. I don't want to drag. Well, I mean, there's a few people I do want to drag, but it's bad for my health. It's bad for my stress. I don't troll. I can't troll because I can't take the sarcasm and the kiki out of me. I get caught every freaking time. It's not worth my time. And if I truly had an issue with you and I wanted to say something to you, I would do it under Kiki Ramblings because I want to make sure that I said it. I don't need to hide behind the account and say it. I don't need to run around here and be like, "Oh, Kiki, that boomer."
Oh, I troll on
Man,
Taco Tuesday.
I need to read something to Marcia from the one and only Puss in Boots. She took her headache medicine, so she doesn't want to come on panel, but she says, tell Marcia I adore her because she is the only creator that had me on for professional commentary.
Absolutely.
She has a good heart and I miss her lives.
Oh, that's sweet.
So that was from the one and only Puss in Boots.
Thank
okay,
you.
What happened? Who did we lose?
Sweet.
We lost Mar.
Oh no, Mar.
Come back, Mar.
The only thing I wanted to say, and I said when I left it, if you saw the name White Sharky in my name, you couldn't hear my voice, it wasn't me. There is a troll naturally out there, Mama White Sharky.
Yeah, I've got that one blocked. I didn't think that was you.
Not me.
Yeah.
Of course.
I didn't even know that.
Anytime you make an enemy on YouTube, you get a troll account. So
I don't really care. It's not like Nanny said. In the long run, it's not worth it at all. It's not worth it.
It really isn't. I mean, yesterday, I'll be just bluntly honest. Yesterday on here was so taxing and so disturbing that I would rather watch Ask a Mortician. Then I was like, this is just.
I watch her.
I do too. I mean,
I like her.
And then I've been watching this penguin guy. Oh, and he doesn't talk
Oh,
about
I'm getting that
penguins.
hole.
Oh my gosh! But this guy is hilarious. But
Right
I was
now, I'm in Chunky the Chipmunk hole.
I turned you on to the monkey hole, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's actual monkeys. It's alive that they actually watch monkeys in the wild. Not
Let me tell you about that, though. I learned something about that. I was in there the other day, and I asked because one of the monkeys seemed to be sick, and
jungle
I asked.
scorcher. That's a good troll name. Jungle scorcher.
I said, is she feeding that baby? And someone said yes. They said, are you new to this? Which I was to that channel. And I said, yes. And she says, can you, or this person, I don't know who it was, said, why don't you go read this? And I went and read it, and I'll never watch those channels again, though, Kiki.
Why? Oh, tell me you.
They medicate the monkeys. They get poison sometimes. They do things to create drama. So they collect PayPals and Cash Apps.
Oh, heck no. Then I'm not going to watch that.
Oh, my God. Sounds like
they're called professional VOs, and they're out of Cambodia.
Tawanda, that does sound like YouTube
it does.
drama.
It sounds like the drama community and the crime community.
Get the tranquilizers.
That's the name of the channel, drama. Yeah, exactly. And they know how to even do it in Cambodia. But
that's wrong. I ain't watching that stuff anymore either.
And I guess in the real world, in the wild, I guess what I'm trying to say, those monkeys can only have babies like once a year and raise them up to be able to care for themselves. And at those places, they have babies twice a year.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
that
the mother
dude that treats his monkeys so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard about him.
That no more than if that's the case. I didn't know that.
I've been meaning
to Mar.
Do an email about that, Kiki.
I thought they were actually in the wild.
Hey, Mar.
Oh,
I'm gonna mute.
God, I had to come up. Oh my God, I miss you so much.
Too, Mar. I miss you too.
Please have your people contact me so I know how to contact you, please.
Tracy can get me.
Have your people tell my people, and my people will go.
Yeah, exactly.
Tracy's been my person. She's got let Tawanda have it. She can give it to Sarah too, Tracy.
Oh my God.
Yes, please.
I'm literally in tears.
I hope your boys do a good, girl. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're hanging in there, both of us, actually.
Yeah, you're on. I pray for you every day too.
But I got the best birthday news. My birthday's on Tuesday, and
good.
My daughter's coming over with my grandchildren. I haven't seen them since Christmas. Over to take them to dinner.
Right on, you are.
Oh, good.
I am so happy that you're here, that you're around. I know you can't. I know. Do like me and just not watch any of it.
Yeah, I watch Tracy. I watch
any of it. It's just not healthy for anyone. I mean, it's just the same rinse and repeat, hurting people, and I don't want any part of hurting anyone.
No, it's not worth
it. No, see, that's not what I'm. That's not me neither, Margaret. I'm amen to that one.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. I mean, when you look at what's going on in the real world, and this little this stuff is just not worth it. But I'm going to step down now because I promised him it would only be a couple minutes.
All right. Well, I'm getting down to. I just wanted to say hi and hear your voice.
Thank you, Mar.
Okay.
Marsha, it was so good to finally hear from you.
Well, I just wanted you to know that I'm hanging in there, doing okay.
Good.
And, maybe I'll come back on the blue moon, but we'll play it by ear. So thank you all. I love you, Kiki. Sarah, I love you.
Yeah,
I love you, Marsha.
Girl, cannot believe you were the secret guest. I was thinking it was going to be so. I don't know. I never thought it was going to be you, though. Damn.
See, and people think you and I sit on each other's lap.
Oh.
Tawanda, big love, babe.
I love you, honey. You take care of you. You need anything. You know. You know where my phone's at.
Nenny, my new old friend, and Bruce, you know how I feel about you.
Marsha, I'm really
Yeah, and my
sorry.
friends,
I'm
thank
really
you.
sorry.
And if you're not my friend, thank you.
I'm grateful for you, Marsha. I'm so glad you're doing all
Thank
right.
you. God bless all of you.
Later,
Praying for
ladies. Hope you feel better.
you. Okay. Bye-bye, y'all. Thank you,
Bye.
Tracy.
Bye, Marsha.
I'm gonna get off too, but Sarah, can you please check a message I sent you? Please.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. After I get off this, I'll
good.
check
All right.
messages.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye, Mar.
Love you more. Wow, that was a treat. That was a treat. I love Marcia. She's just,
I can't believe she came up.
I know, I
I feel
know. I
bad.
miss her bad. You know, she was always kind of she was, she kind of kept some of us in line.
I
Marcia does
I
her own
was really,
thing.
really mean to her.
Marcia does her own thing. I mean, and that's what I really don't get about here. It's like everybody says, well, treat us as an individual, you know, then you're treated as an individual. So then give us the same respect. Just because Marcia does or says something doesn't mean everybody is going to agree with it or everybody's going to go with it or everybody's going to like it. So if you want that respect, then give that respect back. If you want us, if you, not me personally, if you want to be treated as an individual and not as a group, then do the same.
Yeah, Teresa or Marcia, whenever she was,
Did Marcia leave us?
Yeah,
yeah,
she
she
was.
did, Trace. Um, even whenever I was on, on the purple side, Marcia always treated me very, very well. She was always very kind to me. I would, I always tried to help with her, like
Oh,
Christmas
hell
stuff.
no.
And
Me and March have gone round and round.
oh, I know you guys did,
Yeah.
but you guys still had respect for each other. You didn't go down to calling each other whores and c words,
No,
and
and sitting on panels and saying, well, shouldn't act like when's she gonna die? Sorry, Marcia, but that was said one time from we know who.
it's
That's
well,
the kind of disgusting shit I'm talking about. I know
I
Sarah and
know.
Pip's come up here because she was obviously listening to another stream that just sent her over the edge. But
Oh, I was livid, like absolutely livid. For one, you're not going to lie and say that I'm blocked on Discord because I have never blocked anyone on Discord. And then it's not okay for you to sit there and call people whores. You have to take accountability for that.
I wish I was a
You
whore.
just don't get a free pass when you call people whores. It's not okay.
I'd be getting some then if I was a whore. I'm like a virgin again. It's been so long.
It just kills me. And then
Where?
And then you got Laura sitting
Whatever.
over there. You got Laura over there sitting there saying that we're the wannabe Diane and Wendy. No, none of us are over there trying to be Diane and Wendy. We're just trying to talk, just like everybody else in this community does. What's so wrong with that? You run your
You know what?
cocksucker every day.
I
Why
was
can't
gonna
we?
say, why is it that all of a sudden, that they can have every damn panel they want and say whatever they want, but if you and Tracy say anything, you guys are trying to be the moral authority. What the
Right.
hell?
I'm so sick of that, Tawanda. It it
I
it,
know.
I'm
I
it
don't
not.
get
never
it.
fails.
I am not better. I am no better than anyone else in this community.
Me neither.
Yes, I have said
Amen.
things many times that I shouldn't have. And 9 times out of 10, I will apologize for it.
Sometimes it takes me a while, but I apologize too.
I
I'm a
think
little stubborn.
and done things and that that weren't great to our characters. We've gotten involved in the bullshit, but there's a big difference of owning it and moving on. But no matter what you do, no matter what you say, people are going to be that way, and here's the thing, you can, in my opinion, you stay over there, you could do your thing. It doesn't bother me anymore. I don't watch it. I mean it's the same old. I mean, I've looked at, so I don't watch these big channels on YouTube. I never really have, and then I started watching them, and I thought to myself, if somebody really wanted to be successful and wanted to be famous and wanted to get to that growth of having over 1 million subs and 500,000 million views on a video in 2.5 seconds, you would take that determination and go that way.
We're just bottom feeders, remember? Don't ever forget that.
Oh, you know what? I'm a proud ass bottom feeder because, like Sarah, I am no better than anybody else.
As
So
long as they don't call me gutter guppy. I'm a
Right.
bottom
None
feeder,
of
but I'm
us
not a
are
gutter
trying
guppy.
to be any better than anyone.
yeah,
But
We
if
can't
somebody's being
we can't
called those
speak on
kind of
anything
names,
over here. Every time
no.
me and Sarah try to go live and talk about anything, we're called the moral high ground. We don't mind our business. But it's like, unless we're sitting over here playing tiddlywinks, then people have a problem with it. Well, I'm
Oh,
gonna
but the
say what
perp,
I
she
think,
minds her
and I don't give a
business.
shit.
yeah, I think that we've all done and said things. I mean, at, at the end of the day, that person I could care less about. I just don't. They don't give me any thrills. I and people want to support it, and they have every right to support it. Again, there's individuals that just think that that's cool, popular, and hey, more power to you. You go with it, man. But when you get burned and you want to have like a live stream for like 7, 10 fucking hours over it, and you want to cry about it, I'm gonna go live and laugh. That's how I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna have I'll have a panel party at that point. And not to like be a told you so, but it's like when you're a human being and people think that YouTube isn't real life. They think it's just like a messed up gang of Dungeons and Dragons, and that you can't hurt people's feelings, and that you can't do this and you can't do that. But when you, at the end of the day, if somebody gets off of here and offs themselves because of something that I said or something I did, I couldn't live with myself. I really couldn't. Even if I don't like you on the tubes, I really couldn't. And that goes for that one over there. I'm not even gonna say their name because I don't want to give a plug, but that would go for them too.
Same.
I don't have any enemies here. I know there's trolls that come in here and they want to start shit and they want to go there, but I'm not even going to recognize those individuals either, because obviously you can't come in here with your real screen name and say it. And two, you
Yep.
can go ahead and back that up, because guess what? I can back up a few things myself, and we know who you are. Let's just put it that way. I mean, that's what I don't get. Why do you want to start shit when there is no shit? Why are you trying to start shit when there's no shit?
Because
Gotta
that's
love
what's
it.
fun. That's what's
Gotta love it.
fun to people.
Over there in Laura's chat, the crazy doll lady, I don't know who she is. She's in that community. Um, says again, using Laura for content. Did this stream even start out about Laura? Did it even go to Laura at any given point?
Yeah, I don't even care to talk about Laura. I could care less about Laura. I think that you get subs without talking about Laura. I mean, it's not a Laura thing. I don't care about Laura.
I thought it was about what happened last night between Sarah and Republican Hash. That's what I thought it was about when it started.
My opinion.
But she goes live and talks about stuff that happened. Why can't anybody else? Why are you dick writing if you talk about stuff? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Minnie,
I don't know, but
Minnie wants to dick ride.
Yeah, well, it's been a while. I don't know if I don't remember how.
I don't care who you are. What Republican ass said, I don't care. I don't care if she was Donald damn Trump. What she said was wrong. I mean, let's just put it on that. It doesn't matter. Dude, here's the thing. Remember, I heard this a lot from a different camp. I get triggered, but you know what? You are solely responsible for yourself, your words, and your actions. Nobody makes you come out and say things, just like me. Like when I said I was going to use the truth thing as a slip and slide, or I've gone after Laura, or I've done this, or I've done that. No, Laura, I could say that she antagonized me, but at the end of the day, solely it's my responsibility.
Same for me yesterday. I was triggered, but whose fault was that? My own, because I wouldn't listen. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, you put yourself in a
stopped listening
situation.
to it.
You put yourself in that situation, and so you have to say, yeah, I shouldn't have put myself in that situation.
Right.
That's why I don't go anywhere near. That's why I said, please don't go on their streams. Don't go in their chats.
I know. You're right.
And
I do a good job with Laura. I don't listen to her. I really don't. I don't know.
sometimes
I don't know why I
Tawanda,
listened last
sometimes
night.
Tawanda has to be reminded of that also.
I do. I have to be reminded of it a lot. Trust me.
You know what's disgusting? Laura sat over there for months because people were making fun of her teeth. And now she's sitting on her stream making fun of Jenna Moon's. How? That's hypocrisy. And it's
That is
bullshit.
pretty
When are we
gross.
going to get to the point
You know what?
to where
Jenna
we're
Moon
not
wouldn't
making
be
fun of
Jenna
I see you,
Moon.
people's
Ash.
looks?
I see you,
We
Ash.
can see you.
I see you, Ash.
We can see you, Dash.
How did she get back?
She's testing.
Ash is chat hopping.
Hey, Ash274, you been practicing disappearing like me? I'm getting pretty good at it.
That's another one I hated fighting with. Ugh.
I know. I'm so glad. I would like to put that in that bucket that when Ash274
You
and
know,
I were fighting.
Only one here, and let's just put it real. Dash 274. She is the only one here that is consistent, meaning she goes wherever the hell she wants to go, talks
Yep.
to whoever the hell she wants to, and that's just who she has always been. So you can't dog that about Ash274 because at the beginning of time of YouTube, that's how she's always been.
Yep.
I can honestly say that Ash is pretty fair. You know, she has some problems with people that I don't, but that's not my business. But as far as her comments go in chats,
You're the
she's
same
usually
too.
pretty fair, you know. And
Yeah,
that
she
just
doesn't.
goes back to, you know, I didn't like her because I was with a group of people that told
Yep.
me I shouldn't like her. And I
Yeah,
listened. What
that's
can I
true.
say? Call me dumb. I don't care.
Yeah, Ash
I care.
274 has always been Ash 274. I mean, I remember something. It was a long time ago, and not Dawn. Oh gosh, I took my medication, so I'm a little loopy. Sorry, but what's her name? Oh my gosh, I'm so forgetful now these days too. Here, what is Diane?
Penny, you are 180's favorite.
Favorite one to hate.
Diane said something, and then I went and commented on it, and Ash took no time to come and check my ass about it. She's in there that comment section, and she made me realize, okay, yeah, I didn't see it that way. I mean, Ash has always been that way. So I mean, I don't know why people would get mad at her. I've never been mad at her in that aspect. It's like she goes where she wants to, talks to who she wants to. She always has. You
Yeah,
can't
she
corral
has.
Ash. You can't corral her.
Why are they talking about Jenna over there? I haven't seen Jenna say anything about Laura lately or Republican
Jenna
Ash.
has some
Maybe I
good
missed it.
lives. I like her lives.
Maybe I
I
missed
haven't
it. I
seen.
don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
You know,
Jenna
I'm
say
not
anything
trying to
bad.
be any type of moral high ground, but when you start attacking people, telling them they look like they have meth mouth, and
What's
make
wrong with
fun
your
of people's
teeth?
looks that way, maybe you need to look in the mirror. Maybe you need to grow the fuck up. You're almost 50 damn years old. Look at you sitting over there making fun of someone's look, saying that they look like they have meth mouth.
She
Look,
doesn't
and I
look
put up
Yeah.
the
like
best picture I possibly could find of myself. I don't cam up, and I have lips like an asshole. So I mean,
I
you
know.
just can't win. Okay? You
Nenny,
just
you
can't
don't know
win here.
how bad. You don't know how bad I was going to take a butthole and make it my avatar and address
Oh
Mr.
my.
Republican Ash. And I thought, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
Yeah.
it.
I
Oh,
mean,
you've got lips like
am
an
I
asshole.
mad? No. Who cares? Maybe
That's
maybe
how I
my
say.
mouth does look like an asshole. Whatever. I don't know.
Nitty, I want you to send me pictures of your lips. I'll be the judge, okay? I'll be the judge. I
Okay.
just want a picture of your lips. That's it.
It looks like an asshole.
You know how drugs always gets brought
I
into
don't do the
something?
duck thing either. I don't do the duck thing in any of my
I don't
pictures.
either.
So I don't
Nenny,
know
I look
why.
like a fool. I've tried it, and I look so foolish sitting there trying to do duck lips and do a selfie. I'm like, are
You
you
look like a
kidding
duck.
me? My
Terrible,
niece
right?
does
You
it.
look
My niece
terrible.
does it, and she looks like a Kardashian. I do it, and I look like an
A
old
duck.
lady trying to look like a duck.
Like a young lady.
Oh yeah, I've looked like yeah.
You're
I mean,
quacking me up.
it's pretty obvious I'm not made for duck lips.
No, yeah, no, not me neither. My lips are kind of disappearing. I just
I
look
have
like
little thin lips. I hate it, but I do. I can't help it. I have little thin lips.
I know those women though that go get those lip injections, you guys, that's gross. You know what I say? Go play
Maybe I need to
baseball.
go. Maybe I need to go away for the weekend. It seems like it makes your lips grow. Okay,
go
I'll
get a
mute.
mason
I'll
jar.
mute on that one.
Go blow a mason jar. Let's see if that work.
You can take your lips and put them in a vacuum cleaner.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of a scary movie when Doofy has the vacuum. He's like, Mom, Dad told you not to bother me when I'm playing with the vacuum. And he's walking out with that Ghostbuster vacuum. Oh
Well,
my
I
God.
just say go get yourself smacked in the face with a baseball. You could get those
Oh,
lips all the time. I've looked like that after many games.
just
I
get a
would look.
couple of bees.
There you go. Yeah, let them sting your lips. Hey,
That's
new
like
business.
bow injections. Bow injections. Excuse me. Botox injections. I'd like to be
Remember when they were like putting like a glass or something on their mouth and they were sucking it in to puff up
Oh,
their lips.
That's
yeah.
what
I
I
would end
said,
up,
like a vacuum,
I
like a vacuum cleaner.
yeah, I would end up like with a big hickey on my face or something. It would never work out for me. I tried that lip gloss that, yeah, but I even tried the lip gloss that says it puffs up your lips. No, it doesn't. It just
I
burns.
know it just makes them burn.
Anna Maria said
Yeah.
I look constipated when I do it. So do I. Like you're gonna go try to drop a third, but you can't.
My dad used to say, he'd say when they were doing that, they look like a dog shitting a peach seed.
Oh, I just wanted to say too, I do throw. I am Taco Tuesday,
You are
and
Taco Tuesday.
I am the fly in Pence's hair. So
I haven't seen that one.
yeah, I
Feel
try to
better, the
tell
one and
people it's
only
me
Kristen
though.
Boots. I think she said she was going to go lay down.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh, I hope she still got a headache.
She lives
Mm,
with a headache.
I know.
She lives with migraines. That's no fun.
Mar does too.
I know. I
It
hate
really
migraines.
Oh,
sucks when they're.
Casey's in. I like the burn too. There is a lip plumper that I got that makes your lips burn, and I don't know why, but it's soothing. I'm like, oh, I
See,
like the burn.
I could handle the burn if it really did make my lips pop up, like give me some lips. But other than that, I'll
I
just
wonder.
as soon have bubble gum or strawberry or something.
Maybe the wonders of the world. Do your lips
Yes,
shrink
they
when you
do,
get
Debbie
old?
Lou Who.
Oh,
When
they
I
have.
had when I had surgery on my mouth, my lips really did look like a fat person's a-hole. My whole face was so big. My lips were huge. I was like, why can't my lips just stay like this and the rest of
Have
my
you
face
guys?
go down?
Have
You
you
have
ever
sphincter
noticed
lips.
sphincter lips?
It was bad. My whole face was so huge.
Have you ever noticed though when men get old, their ears grow? Has anybody noticed that? How old
No.
Oh,
men have big ears?
their
What?
ears like a
Their
tree.
It does. Their ears grow. I'm like, how did their ears get so big? I never noticed their ears being so big, and then they get old and their ears get bigger and bigger. I,
That's kind of
I
true though. I remember my dad, his ears were like bigger than his head, like when he was
yeah.
older. That is kind of
No,
true.
but I'll tell you what, it really pisses me off because when a man starts to get gray hair, it looks distinguished. When a woman starts to get gray hair, it just
Looks
looks
old.
old.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Can
then
your
they have
dad
the
Dog.
wiggle
hair and
his
it
ears?
grows.
My dad
The
used to
hair.
be able to wiggle his ears without moving his face. He could just sit there and his
That
ears
is
would just.
crazy. I've seen somebody do that. And I'm like,
Hell,
what the?
there's some old men. If they wiggle their ears, they're gonna take off in flight. I'm
Oh,
serious.
just get him an
Maybe
air pack. There you
Anna
go.
Mary says, I bought one of those lip
Hey,
plumpers and
Coco.
was walking around like Big Ange.
Oh man, I love Big Ann.
I
That was
love
my
that
girl.
show. God rest her soul.
She died?
Big Ann?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had
Oh, I
cancer.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Used to
That
love
woman
that
cracked
show.
me up. So did
Mob
I.
Wives. Isn't that what it was called? Mob Wives?
Yep.
Loved it. And Big Ange died, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, that show just kind of went down the tanks.
With Drita?
Hey,
That was
Sin.
Big Ann?
Yeah, Drita. Yep. That
Yeah.
girl that took no names. Yeah.
Did you read what Sin just wrote?
Oh no, what?
It says, I just want to add, about 5 years ago, TT said a good friend's lips look like an asshole. Her name was Poppy. Poppy passed away several months later. It really hurt her. People need to think, for fuck's sakes. I totally agree,
What are you gonna
son.
do?
That is what that
Okay.
was what Republican Ash said about Nenny.
That was a fake husband, by the way. If you
But
didn't
But
if
know.
I,
I'm
if I for
sorry.
some reason die, it's okay. I don't mean, maybe I do. My lips do look like an asshole. It's all right.
Maybe, I mean, I hate
Oh
that
shit, I'm
Poppy's
sorry.
feelings were hurt like that.
Oh, I said some things too where, man, ew, disgusting.
We've all said things.
I
truthfully.
know. Hearing Marsha come up here, man, I remember brought back a whole bunch of shit, man. I wish I could never said. But
You
I
know
did
what,
say
though?
it.
Marcia is the most forgiving person, I think, on the planet.
I know, but I don't forgive myself, so.
Well, I just think
Yeah.
that
I'm
I
peace
didn't
for
know
Poppy.
Poppy, but yeah, I didn't know Poppy, but
I didn't
I'm very
either.
sorry about that. That's not. I'm
Of
not
I
course,
very
of
didn't know
course you
sensitive.
Poppy,
didn't,
but
Lord, you know.
nobody should have to leave this earth feeling bad about.
well,
No,
when
they
they
shouldn't.
when
They
they say
shouldn't.
bad things, you know what? Jenna would not be Jenna without the way that she looks. I love Jenna just the way she is.
I don't see
And
anything
people,
wrong with Jenna.
Is Jenna?
no,
I think Jenna is doing her true crime. I mean, what? She's not even in any of this,
I
really.
know.
So why even?
Why bring it
She
up?
Jenna
might
and I
purposely
haven't
hurt
seen eye
people.
to eye for a while, but I would never trash the way she looks.
I know.
I would never go as low to call her any names.
I think Jenna does her own thing, doesn't she?
She does.
Well,
She does. She
everybody.
really doesn't do the drama. She doesn't. I don't know. But she gives her opinion one time, and it's like, not one time, but you give your opinion. You want to talk about something, and then all of a sudden you're, like I said, riding a dick or something else. I don't know. I mean, trying
I'm
to get
so
views.
tired of people. I'm sorry, Nanny, but I am so tired of people going so low just to silence someone, just to try to
I know.
intimidate them. It's not okay. It's not okay to drag people like that. It's
Uh-oh,
not. We're supposed
we
to be adults.
we lost Tracy. She's floating in the universe,
Oh,
y'all.
Tracy!
She said she lost connection. I know that feeling, Tracy. You're floating out there somewhere. You'll find your way back. She'll come back.
She'll be
come
back.
back. She'll be back.
I know Jenna's got some hair on her. That's for damn sure. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of anybody that has hair. Truthfully.
Hi, Randy. How are you, honey? Hope you're having a good Sunday.
Testicle is in here. Testicle.
I love Tess.
Testicle.
I like
That's
the.
my
I love the
my
name.
people
That
right there.
every time I see it, it cracks me up.
I know that. It's
That's
a
a good
great
ass
name.
name right there.
It's a great name.
I didn't know for the longest time it was testicle. And then one day somebody said it. I was like, oh my God, testicle. How funny. Like 4 weeks later.
Don't you love that when you're sitting there reading, like sometimes you read them, and then all of a sudden you get it. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Anita Back Rub is another one. People didn't get it. For some reason, I got that one. But yeah, those are great. Those are great names.
I did not get that one. I would always say, oh yeah, that Anita Back Rub. I never got it. And then all of a sudden one day I'm like, oh, I need a back rub. Duh.
I know. Well, there was that one troll we know who it is, and came in as Fill Me Up.
Fill Me Up was nice to me in a comment. I liked them.
Oh, well, I liked him too until I found out who it was, and I was like, oh my God. I just said all kinds of nice things to that person.
Right.
And
right?
I'm going,
you're like, oh my God, that was that person. I was so nice to them.
I know, because that person hasn't been very nice to me.
Right.
But they were in, I think it was the Lurker's Logic, because I like that channel. I
do too. I do too.
And that Fill Me Up was, saying hi to me, and I'm like, wow, do I know them? Okay, I'll be nice.
I know who Fill Me Up is, but they were funny until
yeah, till they weren't funny anymore.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy
hey,
on here.
If you get 70 troll accounts, you guys can pick any one you want, right? Who the hell has time to make 70 troll accounts?
I don't know how that's even humanly possible, but then again, I don't.
Oh, yesterday
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yesterday I was trying to gain control, over my crazy, stupid panel, and so whatever. I kicked FOD and I blocked her. Because I was just like, no, I don't want it. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna call these people that come in here to see if I'm okay, idiots, And so, and then it was just one after another. I was like, oh my god, how many does she really have?
A lot. I have a whole bunch blocked on my channel because she just kept coming in one after the other, which was kind of nice. So I just kept blocking them, didn't say anything. I think I have like 40 of them blocked. So look at Tracy says, I'm refreshing.
She's refreshing.
She's refreshing, taking a shower.
Get out the pond.
Hanging out there and, oh, Ninny, you got 1,000 subs? Yay!
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, congrats, Ninny.
Thank you. But you know what? I didn't get it on my own. Listen, I begged for them. I did. I'm not.
We
I
all
don't care.
do, Ninny.
I begged for them.
God.
And then Shannon was live on Pirates panel, and she goes, Nanny, that's it. With her voice, we're getting you to 1,000 subs. This is ridiculous. Everybody, get your stock accounts and go sub her.
Oh my god.
So
we all do that. I mean, come on, we don't do this just for ourselves. I mean,
did anybody even miss me?
I
yes,
missed
we
you.
did.
I knew you were gone.
We thought you were doing some abracadabra type stuff.
You all have no idea how many of my other accounts subbed you. Just to get you to 1,000. Ash274, you're one of them. Republican Ash was one of them. I mean, everybody. I wish everybody could get to 1,000. We got to get Motley to 1,000, and
what are you doing, boo-boo?
I always say her name wrong, but MF Princess. She's got to get to 1,000.
What are you doing,
I need to get to 1,000, but it doesn't matter.
Tawanda, we got to get to 1,000. We could do this. We could all get our troll accounts. We all have them. Then she's like, don't lie. I know you all got them. She's yelling at the people.
I really don't, but
I do.
Oh, we lost Kiki too.
Uh-oh. What is it? We're playing musical chairs here.
Which I'm getting ready to shut down anyways because
Yeah.
I've got to figure out something for dinner and
yeah, I got to get on with my day too.
Thanks for having me up, Tracy.
Thanks for coming up. Guys, let's try not to be like last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, let's just try not to be like last night because I see nothing sensible come out of last night. Nothing at all. But yes, I will continue to sit on my panel and I will continue to speak my truth. And if people don't like it, I'm sorry.
It's the way it goes.
Folks, it's YouTube.
We need people like that though. You need people to counteract the ones that are always talking. You need that. When it was Ash and Marianne and all them against Laura, you needed that. I mean, I just think you do. It didn't get as dirty as it has been. It's okay to have opposite opinions. It's okay for people to maybe agree with you on one and agree with somebody else on another.
Have a good day, Sin. I agree,
Sin, honey.
But guys, I appreciate you coming in here. I appreciate you supporting my channel. I appreciate just coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate nobody being able to make sense of what happened last night because
it was just bad all the way around.
It was.
My part included.
Well,
it is what it is.
Go forward from here.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
all right, girls. I love you.
Bye, Tawanda. I'll talk to you shortly. Okay, bye, Nan. I'll talk to you.
Guys. Thank you very much, Tracy.
Please continue to
bye, Kiki.
Bye, guys. Please continue to stop by and see me, folks. Join my Patreon. We're going to have fun. The first drawing was on my community post. It was fun. And by the way, Patreons, we will be doing another Patreon meeting here real soon. Bye, guys.